Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The madman. The madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Hello. Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late, Callie. Enough of that. Sorry I'm late. I hope we can have a great show tonight. Great show. I overslept. I saw the Marvels trailer. Thought we could talk about that. Maybe I'll bring it up and do a frame by frame or breakdown. Right off the bat, we got Strange Marvel Theories. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you, Strange Marvel Theories, a super sticker. And then another one. Thank you so much, Strange Marvel Theories. I really appreciate it. Yes, while we wait for Max, please hit that like button and let's reach the 30 like goal. Absolutely. I'm up. I don't believe you, Darth. Oh, man, I need a new mouse. I'm using old mouse. And, let me see. Hey, Taladia, how's it going?
Hey guys,
How you doing, man?
I'm well. Just starting my fast for the next day. I told everyone to calm down in the chat because I knew you were late.
It's fun when it's just so you know though, Talani, it's fun when they're like, "Oh no, where is he? I'm done. Because
That's why I put in the group chat that
okay.
is max up because of this reason.
Yeah. Darcipio says the Marvel's villain is called Macho Toxic Man. No, I don't believe you, Darcipio. Noel Gonzalez says, what is your favorite predictions at CinemaCon 2023? Venom 3, Kraven the Hunter, or Marvel Studios Phase 5 or 6? I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to Kraven the Hunter or Venom 3. I will, if a trailer is really good, then I'll see it, but I'm not against it either. Let me see. So my computer restarted. All my articles dipped. Holy
man,
crap.
That sucks.
Yeah. Let me see here. But I do want to go right off the bat with the main topic.
Yeah.
Did you see the Marvels trailer?
Yes, I did.
And?
Oh boy. And it's bad.
It's bad?
In terms of the way it looks.
Okay.
Not in terms of the story, but the way it looks.
No, I am really looking forward to the Marvels because I'm a Brie Larson fan. I'm a Captain Marvel fan, and I gave a trailer reaction and review.
Yes,
and I gave it a 7 out of 10.
I saw that video.
Oh,
I watched and I gave it a like. If you guys haven't liked that video yet, what are you guys doing? Make sure you go to that video now and like that video.
Well, no, I don't want them to go down now though, because then we're on a live stream.
I know. You know what I mean? They can keep this.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. So I feel
no senior nerd. I don't hate women.
No. I feel like it didn't look cinematic enough for me. You know, I felt maybe it's because Miss Marvel's there and they're all her settings first, but maybe I'm hoping that they don't spend a lot of time on in Miss Marvel's neck of the woods and get more cinematic with it. But my also concern too is I think I know what the biggest issues with all these comic book movies are. Is consistently the villains aren't cool enough. There's not enough cool villains, and there's too many hero movies and not enough villains. You know, they
Yeah.
kind of have to share the coolest villains. Sometimes some of these characters, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't use that villain because we're going to use it in the next Avengers movie." Just like even Guardians,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, the movies are pretty good. But can you imagine if they got to use Thanos more in the actual Guardians movie instead of the second one making his Star-Lord's father a
Yeah.
villain?
I can, if imagine the Guardians film had something big, it would have been pretty cool. But I think with this film, I I don't understand why didn't they go for a much bigger villain for the Marvels?
Oh, what the heck? Oh well. I was
Yeah.
gonna make a thing.
No, it's fine.
Uh
Hey,
yeah,
what's up, Droga?
let me get hey Axel, let me get to the article here. So this is I don't know much about, to be fair, I don't know much about the villain. There are more details about Marvel's villain after the first trailer, as Zawe Ashton's character holds some significant connections to the MCU. Now, she looks like a nice actress. Her uniform there is kind of cool. I want to see, and I think it's fair to say, when you see a villain,
Mhm.
you kind of want to see an intimidating villain right off the bat. I don't want to wait for her, and it has nothing to do with her a woman or that she's maybe potentially even gender swapped. I don't know. Well, I know, but I'm saying I understand that, Senior Nerd, when you are wanting a villain for like Infinity War, you can't blow your load at Guardians. But it would have made the second film better, you know?
Yeah.
And even the first film, the character was kind of and then they reused him for Captain Marvel too. He was in Captain Marvel besides the other villains in Captain Marvel. Thank goodness they didn't focus on him too much. But I think that's the issue. There's not enough cool villains to share.
I would have to agree with you there. And yes, Voltaire did remind me a bit of Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Now, this no offense to Brucifer, which I still have to do my Shazam 2 review. This looked better to me than Shazam because it didn't have Zachary Levi. Zachary Levi's just too cringe for me. Too cringe. Hey Rhea, how's it going?
Hey Rhea, how you doing?
Ego, I will rewatch Guardians 2, Senior Nerd, but Ego being the main villain of that movie was my least favorite part of the movie. It just was. And I do believe that's what's, all the issues with these projects, even with Star Wars. Like Star Wars, they're going to use Thrawn. That's great. But no one else can use Thrawn then,
Which kind of sucks in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then the other characters can't use them, right? And I hope they don't do that, right? You remember how DC is doing their thing where now nobody can use Darkseid or Steppenwolf now after they've used him because it's already been used once. But I hope that isn't going to be the same case for Marvel because I would love to see more different alternative, you know, um, universes. Like for example, in Venom 3, what they could do is they could bring in Morbius or Vulture or something, and it would be pretty cool to have that
Mhm.
characters in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's part of the Sonyverse, right?
Yes.
So it would be pretty cool to have those, but I don't think they'll do though. That's my thing.
You don't. Oh my, Senior Nerd is going off. So what? The guards defeat Thanos too, but makes Thanos a less, a less imitated villain.
We got
Oh,
Voltaire. Hello.
hey, Voltaire.
Hello, gents. How are you?
All right,
I'm well.
I sent you the link because I thought you might, have some good takes on this. I do believe the problem with superhero movies, it's not superhero fatigue. It's average superhero fatigue, and then the villain problem. There's so many. There are good villains, but you got to share them with multiple characters. And I don't know much about this specific character, but what do you think? This is the thank you, Percifer. I suck. So this is the first image of the Marvel's character. And are you getting that intimidating vibe like, oh, I need to know more about this villain, or just look okay to you? To me, it's just like, oh, okay.
It's got that scary hammer going,
Yeah, but that's that same hammer that
Ronan, right?
Ronan the Accuser. Oh.
Yeah. I have no idea who this character is, to be honest with you, and you make a good point. But who are the Captain Marvel villains?
I mean, I don't. To be fair, I don't know. Maybe if Brucifer's available, he, maybe he has like $1,000 comic about it. I don't know.
Bruce, do you want to come on the show? You want to come on the show, Brucifer, and explain this to us?
Max, and I kind of want him on the show right after he said I suck. Okay, I'm just. Okay, Crazy Joe is here. He's gonna. Crazy Joe.
He loved it.
Yes. There are tons of accusers, not just one. Yeah. Hey, Crazy Joe. We're talking about the Captain Marvel trailer.
Oh yeah.
And how the villain kind of was lame.
Who was the villain?
Good question.
I mean, I watched. I watched the trailer 3 times. I'm not even sure who the villain was.
Well, that's part of the. Well, it's an initial trailer, so you don't have to. But this is the villain right here on the left here.
Well, how do we know she's lame?
Because she's not very intimidating yet.
Well, we haven't seen much of her. I don't know. I'm not ready to say.
True. But a trailer is meant to critique, react, and pull you in, and bait you in. And this is my issue with a lot of superhero movies: is the villains aren't very cool. Case in point, Shazam 2.
Well,
I watched it.
Shazam 2 had a great villain.
Yeah. By the way, Crazy Joe, I watched Shazam 2, and by the way, it's number 3 in the charts when it came to VOD and streaming services.
Yeah, it's really good. I saw it for the 4th time yesterday. Yeah, that's a damn fine film. But as for the Marvels, I don't know much about the villain, but I mean, I watched that trailer 3 times. The movie looks great.
I gave the trailer a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
A 7, okay.
7 out of 10. I think it needs to do a lot more to get the hype of the first one, even though there's 3 heroes. Especially since there's 3 heroes, you got to have a really intimidating villain.
I'll say it totally won me over because my one complaint going into this was that I love the first movie so much, and I'm like, I don't know if I want Captain Marvel to be sharing the spotlight. I mean, we've only gotten one Captain Marvel movie. I kind of want Captain Marvel 2. I don't know if I want her hanging out with 2 other characters. But the interplay between the 3 of them was just so much fun. It really won me over.
The villain situation for me personally compounds the more heroes you have against the villain. Do you see what I'm saying, Voltaire? What do you think about that? The more heroes, like there's going to be Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, I think her name's Proton or something, and then Miss Marvel, and then you still have a villain. You really need a really cool villain for them to team up, right?
Yeah, I feel like you need a team of villains, truthfully, a cool team of villains. But they also showed some Asian fella doing some kind of things in the trailer, right? Was he one of the villains, maybe?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
okay.
Well, here's what it says. The Marvel's villain is a mysterious character with strong connections to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Captain Marvel sequel arrives in Phase 5 as part of the multiverse saga, but its main story does not revolve around alternative universes and variants. The Marvel's Falls Carol, we know all this. For much as the movie might focus on the trio forming relationships, repairing existing ones, and more, they will also work together to fight a villain. So I want to know about this villain. Marvel Studios has finally offered some clues about the next foe for Captain Marvel, thanks to the Marvel's trailer. In addition to briefly showing the first look at the team up between, it also briefly teases the threat that brings them together. They are shown fighting various enemies, but the footage also reveals the first look at Zawe Ashton's villain character. While some information is still a secret, new details about the Marvel's villain may have revealed thanks to the trailer below. So here she is with her
Army?
her army. Zawe Ashton was cast as the Marvel's villain back in early 2021, which is when reports first surfaced that the Velvet Buzzsaw and Handmaid's Tale actress was joining MCU. The initial news did not come with any character details for the role other than confirming she will be. Okay, come on. There's nothing here. Let me see. The mystery about Zawe Ashton's villain name was continued for 2 years, and even the Marvel's teaser leaves her identity in question. Is that it? Oh.
What if she's the daughter of Ronan the Accuser?
Yeah. The brief look at the Marvel's villain in the trailer does indicate that she is a Kree accuser. Okay. Finally, get to something. They are an elite military unit for the Kree Empire that has appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy and Captain Marvel. The reason to believe that Zawe Ashton's character is a Kree accuser comes from the hammer she is holding. The weapon is known as the Cosmorod, or universal weapon. They are powerful weapons capable of concussive blasts and even holding infinity stones. This is not the same Cosmorod that Ronan used, as the Guardians Galaxy destroyed his. I didn't even remember that. It is established in the comics that there are multiple universal weapons that the Kree accusers can use. While the MCU has never featured more than one at a time, it's possible Marvel's villain acquires a new Cosmorod after Ronan's demise at Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So she might be getting revenge for Ronan as well. Considering the militant portrayal of the accusers in the comics and how Ronan used the weapon to murder Nova Corps members, Zawe Ashton's character having the Kree hammer poses a big challenge for Carol, Monica, and Kamala. So that's basically all we get. Zawe Ashton's character using Miss Marvel Kree bangle in the Marvels also makes the villain even more powerful. Okay, so she does have a bangle. Well, not there. Let me see.
It was in the picture.
Yeah, that thing on her left wrist, right?
Yeah. She has a hammer and a bangle.
Ooh.
Okay.
And that gal behind her left shoulder is obviously looks like Ronan.
Yes, it does look like another accuser too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My first impressions are though she looks okay. She doesn't look intimidating. I want to really, when I see a comic book movie trailer, I think that's what I believe the issue is. Crazy Joe. I think you got to say, "Oh wow, this villain looks intimidating." Like when you get Thrawn in an Ahsoka trailer, you just see the back. Well, you know a lot about Thrawn, but you want to see intimidation. You don't want to just see a normal looking character.
See, I don't know. I mean, like I saw that trailer 3 times and I never even thought about who the villain was. Never even crossed my mind because I was just having so much fun watching the interplay between the characters. Like, I think that's going to be the draw in this movie. I think the villain's almost irrelevant in a movie like the Marvels because the fun's watching these characters flipping places and doing all that crazy stuff, I think.
Yeah. What would make her look more intimidating? Like a more an eviler look or something? Now that I read the article and she does have the bangle and the hammer, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
they could have made her more like Hela in the second Thor.
When you saw Hela, you're like, oh wow, that's an interesting character. When you saw, for example, I think one of the reasons Love and Thunder didn't work is when you saw Gore the God Butcher He didn't look that intimidating. I'm sorry.
What a disappointment that was.
Didn't
Gore
work.
in the comics.
Didn't work.
No.
One of the best films of last year.
I mean, not to a lot of people, Crazy Joe. Not to a lot of people.
I mean, if you read Gore, if you read any of the Gore in the comics, and if you search on YouTube, Gore versus Thor, somebody's done a great job putting together the comics in like a cinematic form, but it's just the comics. He's super intimidating and scary looking, quite honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And he did not look that way.
His story was interesting,
Meh.
but even you, Brucifer, about Gore. Okay.
Yeah, meh.
Well, you read him in the comics, though, right, Brucifer?
Yes. What Marvel did with Gore was embarrassing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because the Necro Sword is a symbiote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's connected to Venom and connected to the leader, well, pretty much the lead of the symbiotes, Null, which they totally left all of that out.
Mm-hmm.
And they killed Gore. I'm like, why did they kill him?
Yeah, it was interesting to me because if you read that run of the comics, like when you're reading it, you're like scared for Thor. Like, how the heck's he going to fight Gore? He's so tough and all this sort of thing. And that just did not come across in the movie at all.
No, because even before he met Thor, he killed hundreds of gods.
Yeah, I thought they would put that in this movie, but they did not, obviously.
I don't think the movie would have worked if they had gone that way.
Because it was a comedy.
Yeah, like I mean, that movie was that movie's so much fun. Like I think to go that route, it would have made it too serious and dour of a film. I don't think the film would have worked.
Well, that's why I didn't like the fact that they put what's her name? The female Thor. I forgot her name.
Yeah, Jane Foster.
Jane Foster. I can't believe they put that whole cancer storyline in that picture. I'm like, that deserves its own movie by itself.
Tremendous run of the comics, and that could have been its own movie easily, or a beautiful eight episode series would have been just fine with that too.
Exactly.
Well, what's your initial thoughts on this portrayal of this villain, Brucifer?
Haven't seen enough of the villain yet to make an opinion.
No, I'm not letting you skate down on that. There's an image here. There's an image here. That's the first glimpse of the villain. You see a bangle, you see a hammer, you see she's probably an accuser. That's enough to give initial real. You want to see more, obviously, right?
Right. Obviously, everyone around her is pretty much scared of her. Look at the respect they're giving her.
Okay. All right. All right.
She looks like a Game of Thrones character, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that kind of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, she has that Game of Thrones stroke Asgardian look to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I doubt she'll be the only villain in the film.
Okay, that's fair too. I think
because
if you actually
in the comic book she had a partner Aldan, and they tried to take over the Kree homeworld.
Yeah.
So
okay, I don't know much about the Kree. I don't know much about the Kree, to be fair. But Crazy Joe, I think if we really care about these movies, we gotta criticize them harder, but still support them to get them better. Criticism makes them better. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I criticize the ones that I think deserve criticism.
Okay.
Like, I mean, if the movie is not very good, I'm going to say it's not very good. But, I mean, I've seen nothing in this trailer that I feel the need to criticize yet. I mean,
okay.
It's not like Star Trek Into Darkness where I'll criticize it for the next 3 hours.
Well, if you were going to rate the trailer out of 10, what would you give it? I gave it a 7 out of 10. What would you say, Crazy Joe?
I'd say 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, this is a trailer that got me more excited for the movie than I was before I saw the trailer.
I got a question for Crazy Joe. Is it better than Shazam 2, Fear of the Gods trailer? Or
I mean, that's hard to say because, I mean, are we talking trailer? Because I don't know. I've seen Shazam 2 4 times, so it's hard to talk about the trailer because I know the movie.
Comparing the teaser trailer,
just the first trailer.
Well, I don't know. That was a really strong trailer too, but I don't know. I mean, But the difference is, I was already hyped for Shazam 2 before we ever saw the teaser trailer. This one, I went in with trepidation because I felt that they were watering down the film with other characters. So whereas Shazam 2, I went in expecting we were going to get a phenomenal film. With this one, I was kind of like, well, they're kind of watering it down, adding other characters. That worries me. So this trailer bumped up my excitement level.
Mm-hmm. Brucifer, what would you give this trailer? You saw it? Out of 10.
Yeah, I saw it. I watched it twice, I think. I'll
Mhm.
probably give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of
They
10.
actually,
Okay.
yeah, they actually did comic accurate costumes this time. I was surprised.
Oh, okay. All right. What
You know,
what is there one point that brought it down from a 10 for you? One thing you're like, I don't know
well,
about that one.
it's only a teaser, so that's why.
Okay. All right. Voltaire, you saw it?
Yeah. Because the actress who plays Kamala, she seems pretty good actually. She saved that trailer in my opinion. She gave me a couple of giggles, chuckles in it during the trailer, but it still was only like a 7 for me at most.
7.
You know,
Okay.
it just I don't know. It just seemed generic for some reason. You know, playing the
Well,
Beastie Boys song and that kind
I
of.
like that part.
Yeah, which is what made it good. You know, so sometimes when I like the song, when there's a trailer or something and I like the song, I try to take my head out of the song and just pay attention to the trailer
Mhm.
because I feel like obviously they picked that song for a reason. They know people love that song and everything. So I don't know. And I like Nick Fury, so
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Talati? Well, out of 10, what would you give it?
I give it a 6.5 out of 10.
6.5. Okay.
And that's basically because I will be invested just the story and the dynamic between just the main antagonist, but I'm not too sure on the villain.
Okay. Yeah,
That's why.
I think if it had an amazing villain, I would like do give it a 9 or 10. Or something. You know, there's so many cool comic book movies that I want to see something different with the villain. I know there's more than the villain, like Crazy Joe. Like, I don't know if it needs it. You're saying as long as the story's good. I get that.
Like I don't really I think like the villain's almost a non-factor for me because like look at Guardians of the Galaxy. The original Guardians of the Galaxy had a shitty villain. I mean, Ronan the Accuser was not a good villain, but I love that movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, because you got the interplay between the characters, you've got their relationships. I mean, just
here's where I agree with you to a point. I could accept that for a debut, but the second movie, I want to see something. For a first movie. I'm like, okay, you're setting up the character. You might not need the biggest.
Sometimes you don't even need a villain. Sometimes you don't even need a villain. Like look at Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. One of the best Star Trek movies. There's no villain. It's a problem they're trying to solve. We have an issue. There's a problem. How do we solve this? But there's no villain.
Well, okay. So if you go to the biggest, by the way, we're 27 people watching, and we got about 18 likes.
Make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah, help us get to 30 likes, everyone. We got a 30 like goal on the MME streams. Would really appreciate it.
You know, I think people's expectations are way too high for Marvel. They have used pretty much all their A-tier villains.
Well, I know that's a potentially where also besides the quality, where the box office, but where the executives want the $1 billion box office. If they really want to get that, if that's what their expectations are to create these movies, I'm telling you, if you want that, because this isn't my expectations, Crazy Joe. This is what the studios want. The studios want them close to $1 billion each movie.
Well, there's an easy fix to that. You want $1 billion box office, bring back the 90-day theatrical window. Because
I don't think that's the only thing. I think that helped. Yeah.
People wait till or they'll see it once, they'll go opening weekend, and then they'll wait until streaming to watch it a second time.
But if you look at the ones that made $1 billion, or even the $1 billion movies of all time, what do they all share in common? Most of them have a really good villain.
Can I make a suggestion?
Go on, CJH.
Yes.
So these smaller MCU films should be streaming only. And the big event films like the Avengers and stuff like
Kelly.
that should be in the theaters.
Kelly.
See, I would hate that.
Yeah,
That's
they're not going to make
interesting.
any movie on streaming. They already have their customers.
Now, I would have to agree
Kelly.
in some ways with the
Kelly.
CJH because you could put the bigger characters on the big screen.
Kelly.
But let's say like the B-list or C-list characters, put them on streaming services because that way it's out the way. Like I would love to have seen Secret Invasion on the big screen,
Yeah.
but we're not getting that, right? We're
Like,
getting that
you
on.
can still get like Spider-Man on the big screen. That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Thor or
But-
whatever. The big guys can still be in the movies, but the smaller ones
Jake,
should
that's
be
what
on
they
streaming.
That's what they want, though. That's what they want, not what I don't need it. I don't need it. What do I care? I'm not making the money. I'll go see the movies. I don't need to be
my
a
point
villain.
is, no one's going to see these smaller films, so why not just put them on the streaming?
I don't think Marvel's is a small enough movie. I think that should be
Yeah.
a big movie. I just don't know if this movie looks big enough, though.
And if you're going to do that, there's no point in making it anyway because there's no money in the streaming.
Exactly.
You know, you make your money at the box office, then you put it on streaming, and then it has clout because it played in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. Christopher makes a good point that of the A-list villains that they have the rights to, who's left, right? Like Absorbing Man and all those people, but there's really not that much left.
Well, the big ones are Doctor Doom and all the X-Men villains, which they haven't touched yet.
Yeah, they're saving those.
Yeah.
But I mean, of the other ones, they really should be bringing Ultron back. They didn't use him properly, and he's a big villain, you know.
You know, like a couple of villains for Captain Marvel are the Shi'ar, some of the Shi'ar. It's just like, you know, and they haven't been introduced yet.
Okay. I don't know who they are. I would like to
They're yeah, they're like another Kree Skrull Empire.
Okay.
You know,
so they're
connected to the X-Men.
Fake nerd.
I don't know much about Captain Marvel, you know. This stuff is cool. I would like to see these. They look a little cheesy to me.
Yeah.
These Krees, they don't look intimidating either. I don't think they should just look like cannon fodder, like Power Rangers putty men. You know what I mean?
They look like putty. They look like the putties from Power Rangers.
They look
that's for
like
sure.
rank and file henchmen. You're right.
Yeah, they don't look at it like this isn't going to do it for me. I want to see some intimidation. They look like they can't see where they're running because they probably can't.
It's a Marvel movie. What kind of intimidation do you want?
Villains,
Seriously.
the most profitable comic book movies of all time have really intense, well done villains.
How aggressive was Loki in the first movie? Really, he was a joke.
Well, he was still intimidating in the first movie, though.
He's also like a mischief god. He's a god of mischief and all that, so he should be kind of jokey.
This part's fun. She's in there
in Miss Marvel's room.
Yeah.
They're going for a comedy type thing though. Like this is like
that guy though. That guy right there. He's a trash human being.
What?
Yeah, he's got some issues.
You mean the actor?
You mean the actor?
Accused of stuff.
Oh, really?
Accusations.
Oh,
It's like major bad
Okay,
stuff.
accusation. I didn't know about that. I like his character in the show.
I'm pretty sure it's like proven.
Well,
I really liked the Miss Marvel TV show. I mean, it kind of fizzled at the end. Like I didn't think it ended well, but the first several episodes were really good of that show.
Okay. What do we think of this look at what's her name? Proton?
Proton, yeah.
Proton. The original.
I really liked her on
the second Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I really liked her on WandaVision.
Yeah. What do you think of her in the costume though? It looks kind of like a
It looks like a jumpsuit.
jogging suit.
Yeah.
Wait, are we complaining about this trailer?
I'm not complaining. I'm critiquing.
He's analyzing.
It's a good trailer though.
Okay. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Let me see this. Hold on.
Yeah, you know what else I don't like? I mean, I get it's going to be kind of a jokey movie, but they have a dance sequence in the trailer, which I mean, if they have a big long dance sequence in this movie, it's like, all right,
Okay.
whatever. I just feel like that's a cheap laugh type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with a cheap laugh. Cheap laughs are fun.
Musically, I don't like it. For some reason, it bothers me. I feel.
Okay, there's a better look at her costume. What do you think?
No,
Looks
it looks like
good.
a
Yeah.
it looks like a jumpsuit or a jacket.
Oh, yeah, she looks
This
like when she was
does
in the last
kinda-
Avengers. Yeah.
It's pretty close to her comic book
Okay.
I'm
costume.
not gonna lie, this kind of looks like an SNL skit.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
I
absolutely
know they do need the comedy to hit. That is an important draw.
No,
of this
I'm not
movie.
talking about the comedy. I'm talking about the cinematography. It just
Yeah,
looks
I
like,
mean, but that we are
uh,
in Miss Marvel's house. When we get to the space stuff, does it look more cinematic?
Oh, this
Yeah.
this scene with the Flurkin and Miss Marvel's reaction to it, that is priceless.
Yeah.
She's a good actress. That much is clear. I even watched
Yeah.
the show. She's a good actress. You could tell.
This was a cool scene. I like this scene. Miss Marvel kicking butt. Oh, here's the dance sequence. This is getting her culture. Miss Marvel's culture, giving culture to the other Marvels.
See,
You
that
see
looks
them
like
play-
it's going to be fun though, because Brie Larson ends up there. You know, it's like in the middle of it.
Well, they're all three there. They're all three.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't sure if she got switched while you know how they keep switching bodies.
It looks like she does though, because she isn't she like in one of the costumes then? Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Mm.
Bunch of cats.
No,
This
that
was
makes
the-
it really great.
This was the coolest scene for me in the trailer. This is where they're kind of like fighting each other a little bit. And you see the powers. That was cool.
It's pretty clear this is not a Brie Larson movie, though, isn't it? It's an ensemble cast, that's for sure.
See, and that's what was just that's what I was worried about, because you know, I wanted a Brie Larson centric movie. So I was afraid this was going to be like, oh, they're watering it down with these other characters. But this trailer did win me over.
Mm-hmm. Well, Darcipio, I'm breaking it down. I already did a trailer reaction. No, that is from the planet where aliens communicate through singing. That sounds great. That sounds great.
Is that a real thing?
I guess so.
Okay,
oh, it
see
is.
that now that sounds funny.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for funny, but there are some of us that want to see some really great epic storytelling too. Like I want to mix of both. I think if you want to succeed,
with other directors.
But isn't it just like the second movie in Phase 5?
Listen, the second movie, look what happened to Wonder Woman. Look what happened to Thor.
Oh my!
No,
God,
Thor.
I'm talking about Wonder
I'm
Woman.
using Thor 2 as an example too. Thor almost didn't come back after Thor 2. If you don't stick the second movie,
Thor 2 was great.
especially since Bob Iger said not every character needs a trilogy.
Wait a second. They're not releasing
there's
a movie this summer? They're not releasing any films this summer?
It was supposed to be this one, but it got pushed back, unfortunately.
Wow, that's a big gap between Quantumania. I didn't think about that till Bruce first said it. It's a second movie in Phase 5, and look at that big gap.
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
Feige said not every character needs a trilogy. And I think it's Bruce, I understand what you're saying. This is only the second movie, but how many do you get?
No, I'm talking about the second movie in Phase 5, not that it's second movie in the franchise
Marvel.
of Captain Marvel.
But you know what? It's okay, even if you only get 2 movies.
oh
That's
yeah,
okay. That's
oh yeah,
okay.
Guardians is next.
All
Yeah,
right,
Guardians 3. Guardians 3. Okay.
That's right,
Doctor
in May,
Strange.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be the third movie. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll overall, I'm looking forward to. I just want the next trailer to be better. That's all.
Well, I wonder how Guardians is going to tie into this whole Phase 5.
I don't think it will.
Well, they have Adam Warlock, I don't know how much he's going to get involved with stuff.
Doesn't James Gunn act like Guardians isn't really MCU canon? No way.
That's not his call.
That's not his
Sometimes.
call to make.
I know, but he kind of acts that way sometimes with the movies. It might not be his call, but that's the way he views the Guardians movies on their own little universe.
He did criticize the whole blip thing, and he said it's harder to create a story after the blip, but his Guardians really hasn't had to deal with that too much. You know,
I don't think this is going to tie in much at all, though, because from what I understand, it's the exact same script he intended to use before he got fired the first time. And there was such a gap of time there that it's like this movie was supposed to be in one of the earlier phases, but then he got fired and it went on the back burner. And so if it's the same script and it was supposed to come out earlier, then it clearly can't tie in too much.
It'll just be the end credits that tie it in. Then
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But yeah, the first one didn't tie in. Well, the first two didn't tie in much either. I mean, there was an Infinity Stone, but that's about it. You know,
that's a pretty big tie-in, though.
Well, I think that's where they suffered a bit. I think it could have been even bigger movies if they had more to involve with the search for the stones or Thanos. You know, more because Thanos is important to the Guardians, as far as I know, right, Brucifer?
But that's really been the beauty of the Marvel, the MCU movies, especially the earlier phases, is that these were all standalone movies. Every single one of them was a standalone movie that told its own independent story. And yeah, there were little tiny peripheral things that eventually kind of tied in, starting with Avengers. But it's not like you needed to see everything. You could watch each one as an individual film and then walk away and you got a complete story.
Yeah, here's the thing. Sean Hickman, that's a great example. The High Evolutionary looks like an intense villain. Like right from the first trailer. And that actor has gravitas, whether he's male or female. He's got gravitas even in the trailer. I remember him being at Comic-Con. So that I immediately feel like that shit's going to get real and there's higher stakes when the villain's like really representing, you know. I don't even know that much about the High Evolutionary. Brucifer, should I be worried about the High Evolutionary, an intense villain?
Yes, because was it a few years ago it came out that he pretty much created mutants, humans, experiments. So
yeah,
he likes to mess with animals.
Kind of sort of like a really messed up Dr. Moreau.
Yes,
that's it. That's great. I love Dr. Moreau. And you know, what do you think of that, Crazy Joe?
Well, I think if he's the High Evolutionary, he should be easy to beat because he's on drugs.
That's a dad joke, big time.
They just got to get him.
He is a dad.
You know, they just get this guy good and stoned, and you know they could take him out.
Yeah. Isn't the villain guy? Well, we don't know. I actually have an article. Hey, Indie Phantom. We have an article about are they actually considering replacing him? And I know CGH is ready for that article.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's
John Boyega.
Okay.
John Boyega.
Well, the first box office projections. This is the projections for Guardians 3 are here, and they might not be as high as you would have guessed. I was expecting them to be pretty high. I have a lot of hype for this movie, but that's not a. You know, we'll see. Marvel Studios' luck at I still have to get my ticket. Marvel Studios' luck at the box office hasn't been all too great lately, with the overwhelmingly negative reaction to Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania, and the MCU's 2023 begin with a false start. Now, I know, Crazy Joe, you're happy with them, but it doesn't matter what we think. It matters what the box office and what the general consensus, even if the people are wrong, even if the customers are wrong, they think the quality is sliding as a consensus.
Yeah, but they're wrong.
Okay, but but they're still paying the bills.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that, Joe, but like, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who think that after Endgame, other than Doctor Strange 2 and the Spider-Man movie, these movies have been lackluster.
Shang-Chi was great.
Shang-Chi was great.
Love and Thunder is probably my favorite of the bunch. The TV shows have all been terrific, except for Moon Knight. I hated Moon Knight.
Ah, Moon Knight was
Hey,
horrible.
Moon Knight was great.
Ugh.
That's a hot take.
Ugh.
But-
Moon Knight was horrible.
But
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't.
agree.
But honestly, Crazy Joe, it doesn't matter if the people aren't paying.
Yeah, but the people aren't paying because they're getting it on free on television. They're waiting for them to hit.
I think that's
VOD.
naive. I think that's naive to think that's the only issue.
No, that's. I mean, because look at.
I know.
all the
I think.
movies that
I
are
think you
making
have
the
a good.
money.
I think you have a good point, Crazy Joe.
Max, seriously, how many times you said, "I'll just wait for it on streaming"?
No, that's one issue. But if the trailer is a banger, who thinks here I'm not going to go opening weekend? Voltaire, you know me well enough. Am I gonna if the trailer was like knocking my socks off, I'm gonna go opening weekend.
Yeah, I get it.
Are you sure? It is a James Gunn movie.
I don't think they've used anything that's super exciting. I got to be honest.
Right? It's you know. Remember when you saw the Infinity War trailer, or you saw some of these other trailers? It's not. It just is average. I mean, across the board, there's a few of us that gave it like 9 out of 10 or 10. But nothing that convinced me. And I am a recent convert to Captain Marvel. I didn't go see Captain Marvel when the first movie came out. I was a little bit anti SJW. I was like, I don't know about Brie. And then I became a fan of her, and I liked the movie, and I was looking forward to this, and I'm looking forward to Miss Marvel. And I think I'm going to go see it opening weekend, but it doesn't. There's nothing in this trailer that's like, oh, I have to see it opening weekend. You know,
Wait,
I don't do very
you
well.
not want to see Guardians because it's directed by James Gunn.
What are you talking about? I said the Guardians. CJH, you interrupted for that? No. I said opening weekend for Guardians 3. The trailers did that for me. Even the music they used was Space Hog. I'm like all about that. Yes.
But it's like, you know what, also what's really concerning about Guardians 3 is the what's it called? The momentum going into the film, because the fact that it's not booming on social media, there's no buzz around the film whatsoever. It has the hashtag for Guardians. It's not as big as what it should be, and which is very concerning. I think maybe that's because James Gunn is the DC co-head.
I think
I don't know about that.
I think this has a better chance of hitting than Marvel's.
I think it's
it'll
not
do
trending.
better than the Marvels.
You know, I don't think the general audience is spending time on Twitter, clicking on hashtags, waiting. You know, I'm serious.
Gunverse, you know.
Yeah.
No. But what I mean, I'm not talking about general audience. I'm talking about the fans itself. I'm not talking about main general audience here.
Well, before the Guardians movie, there were no Guardians fans.
What's that trending headline about Shazam? I see Shazam under trending, but I don't see the headline.
It's that article. It was something about where is it? Removed actress from first movie and retcon scene. I don't know what I don't care. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say I don't care.
He doesn't care about Zachary Levi.
No, I just from first. Okay, I could click it later. I apologize. I'll click it right after. I just want to get to this part first.
So this film will do well in the box. It's not going to hit $1 billion, but it'll do well, and it'll do better than the Marvels. I think that Captain Marvel. I know some people loved it, but I think a lot of people thought it was mediocre at best, and I think a lot of people went into it thinking it was key to Endgame and all that kind of thing, and it wasn't. So I think that there's going to be some people remembering, that first movie wasn't so great.
Well, don't forget, the first movie did absolutely terrible at the box office, so Disney bought out the theaters to make it look like it was selling out.
I had a video like that. That's
what I heard from like Gary and Doomcock.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Okay, see what Brian's saying there. Look, I'll tell you.
It is a point. It is a point, but that's not the whole thing, though. It doesn't.
Here's the thing. I'm way too active. Believe me, I'm way too active on social media and on Facebook. Every time there's an article, if you pull up Facebook, you can see this yourself. Every time there's an article on one of these movies, if you read the comments, you will see in the comments over and over and over, well, I don't need to see this. It's going to be on streaming in 30 days. In 30 days, this will be on Disney Plus. No need to pay for this. I'll just watch it on every single one. Comment after comment after comment.
That hurts an average movie. I agree with you, but for an amazing movie, it doesn't matter. For an amazing movie, you're going to want to see it on the big screen, like No Way Home and things like that.
Yeah, like once, but they won't go back the next week.
That made a lot of money. People saw it multiple times.
Yeah, but that was before Disney Plus. And look at the ones that are making the money now. Spider-Man, Maverick, they didn't go right to streaming.
Well, look at Bruce's first point with Mario Brothers. It already has a VOD date. People were seeing it in droves in the theaters. Why?
Yeah, and that's very foolish because they're going to handicap the box office. No matter how good it does after it hits VOD, it would have done better if it didn't hit VOD.
I agree with you, but I think it's one factor. I think quality is another. I think there's more. I don't think there's one all answer that's going to cause the downfall of box office. I think it's quality. I think the VOD strategy is, yes, it is definitely a factor. There's a lot
I mean,
there.
it's an undeniable fact that every single movie that has hit $1 billion post-pandemic is a movie that did not go direct to streaming within 30 days.
There's a track. I agree with what you're saying there.
It was also during December, though.
I do feel like these Hollywood studios are giving a lot of excuses too, as though there's money. It's there. You build it, they will come.
I also
if you
think
make a great movie, people will come.
I think Ant-Man was handicapped by the fact that someone leaked the whole entire script online. Because the day it leaked, everybody in my Discord group had a copy of it, reading it.
Mm-hmm.
And that made them not want to go see it. Because they knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's a factor too. But ultimately, I still think quality is going to help with a lot of these issues. If the quality is high enough. Even
like Superman Legacy.
Even pirating, and I don't condone pirating, but whatever, people do it. I'm not going to judge anyone. Even for that, if quality surpasses these issues, it really does, in my opinion. But let's get to these projections. According to Box Office Pro, Volume 3 is projected to take home.
Masked Vigilante wants me to.
I will. Okay.
Don't worry about Mailbag, Mass Vigilante.
Yeah, I will. According to Box Office Pro, Volume 3 is projected to take home 120 to 155 million domestically in its opening weekend and 288 to 403 by the end of its theatrical run. That's just domestic. That's not worldwide. Okay. That actually seems decent. And I think if you release a banger trailer right before it releases, that could change,
Well, it's not like Guardians, the first two made a lot of money in theaters.
Yeah. Hold on, my stinking dogs. Hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll hold the fort. So, guys, what do you guys think about like these projections so far? And do you think James Gunn will actually give us another trailer, maybe several weeks before the movie is released, to kind of hype it up even more, to maybe even boost up those numbers for projections, or no?
I would think another trailer's coming with another banger off the soundtrack. You know what I mean? That's a big thing.
Yeah. What do you think, Brucifer?
I'm just tired of seeing trailers. There's like a teaser. Then there's the first trailer. Then there's the extended trailer. Then there's the final trailer.
Yeah.
It's just show one good trailer for the movie and just play it over and over.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Because what was the complaint last year that the whole movie was in most of the trailers, which that people complained about?
Yeah. But the one thing I hope they don't do is they do a trailer before the trailer even begins. Like, if you know what I mean, it's like, so at the beginning of the trailer they show a bit of the trailer before the film the trailer starts. I hope they don't keep on doing that for these comic book films, because I really hate that.
Mm-hmm. But Oh, how much? What did you say? How many trailers before the film starts?
No. So like I was discussing if they decided to do Trilogy, I asked the guys that do you think they'll boost up the numbers, and also in the trailer, do you guys think that they would do you know how in trailers they do a short clip before the trailer actually begins?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I think they shouldn't be
I
doing that?
think they do that so people actually watch the trailer. Because people have short attention spans.
But it kind of spoils it though, and that's what I don't like about it. Is
Yeah,
that
it's a weird trend. I don't understand that entirely. Okay. Well, thank you, Taladia. Thank you, everyone, for waiting there.
no problem.
This doesn't seem bad. I think it could easily. Oh, I think a trailer could change this. What do you guys think? A really good trailer right before release could get it up even more.
I think it depends on what on the trailer itself, because if the trailer knocks out the park without spoiling it, I think it would do well. But if it's like it does spoil majority of the film, then it might stay to what it is right now for projection.
Could some of this even be that people aren't as like nervous to pre-order Marvel tickets anymore either? Because they've gone and they're like, oh, I'll just wait closer. They're not as concerned. The FOMO, I got to get my tickets. This is going to be sold out everywhere. Now they don't have that fear of missing out. They're like, oh, I could get a ticket. Do you think that's part of it? The pre-order ticket sales.
I think for me personally, it's I think what they need to do is when it comes down to the fans, it's because there's no Iron Man, there's no Captain America, all the major players. They're not concerned about these lesser known characters, which is it's a shame, because it would definitely bring them to the spotlight, right?
Okay.
These lesser ups.
Well, what do you think the real reason that people don't want to see Guardians is, Max? In your opinion?
Yeah, that's how.
No, I think they do want to see it. I just don't think. I think a little bit is that the Marvel movies haven't been as great as they used to be. So I don't think people are concerned with pre-ordering as much. So like, I'll get to it, I'll see it.
But
and
I think reason.
I don't think there's a crossover between DC fans that are upset with James Gunn. No, I don't. Is that what you're suggesting?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't believe it's the. I think a lot of the Marvel fans are fine with Gunn. I don't know if there's a little crossover there segment that are also DC fans that are annoyed with them. I don't see it.
Well, I usually pick up my tickets that Wednesday before the movie starts. I've never pre-ordered weeks before.
No, but usually in the past, Marvel would drop a trailer and the ticket sales would break records. That was the difference, right? Do you remember those articles, Voltaire? Like
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I do think though that this film will overperform. It's not going to be $1 billion, but I think this is the May 4th release date and all that kind of thing, and what's out there. I feel like there's some hype around this film. It's the third one, Chris Pratt. You know what I mean?
I think it could get to $1 billion if both the audience score and the critic score and word of mouth are good, and a good cinema score. That's something I'm paying attention to now too. I actually think the audience score is more important as a projection to the profitability of a movie than the critics at this point.
Heck yeah.
Shazam 2 says hello. It had a high audience.
I mean, it's nothing's full. No, nothing's foolproof. Bruce,
but you got to realize that Guardians has Groot and Raccoon, and people love those characters. more than Chris Pratt. And
it's got Chris
Gamora.
Pratt. Yeah.
That
It's got-
teenage Groot though doesn't look great. I got to be honest.
It looks horrible.
Here's how the other most recent MC movies have fared on their domestic opening weekend. 181 for Black Panther, 144 Love and Thunder, 187 for Doctor Strange, Spider-Man No Way Home 260 million, Eternal 71, Shang-Chi 75. So they're expecting 120 to 155. That's a good range, and I think that's a low. I think it's on the low end. I think
I would say that. I would
go.
say that's on the. I would say that's on the medium range.
Okay.
That's my take.
All right. Well, I think it could surpass these. I expect it to get very close to this number, if not surpass 155, close to the release.
Jeez, Stroga.
What?
Come on.
What is he saying? I don't like Teenage Groot either. I don't want him to die, though. I don't want him to die. The Groot has been he went from one of my favorite characters in the first one to he annoys the shit out of me anymore.
Well, I think we're done with Teenage Groot.
No, according to the trailers, he looks like Teenage Groot though. He doesn't look like.
But we in the Christmas special we got like an older Groot. I mean, because we had the Teenage Groot in the Avengers, where he was playing video games. I'm Groot. I'm Groot.
Okay, so that's the expectations. I'm hoping it surpasses it. I think high stakes will also help this movie because it doesn't seem like every one of these is making out of this movie. I think that also is going to help. Not that I want to see characters go, but knowing this is some type of a conclusion and a send-off, if there is another Guardians movie, it's going to be different. I think that also can help. A lot of feels like finality in this movie.
It's actually getting a conclusion.
But
yeah,
but it feels like for a Marvel Phase 1 type of or Phase 2 type of film, right? Like it came. I think was it Phase 2 or Phase 1? Guardians 1.
I can't remember if it was Phase 1 or Phase 2. I can't remember. Maybe Phase 1. Phase 1, I think.
But for these actors, like for their send-off, it's kind of is a sad moment as well because these actors were there at the beginning for their Infinity Saga, and now it's their demise, and it's like these we've got to know these characters throughout the movies, and now like all of a sudden they're disappearing, and it's like no, nobody wants that.
I think that's why he overperformed. Truthfully, I think that's a good point, and that's why more people will want to come see the movie.
Yeah, I think that's a factor that it's going to have a little boost there to the box office because it's almost like early MCU nostalgia. Yeah. I want to see these characters send off. That was a big. Besides the quality of Infinity War and Endgame, I know there's some people that don't like that as much. That helped the sales too. There was a finality to some of it. It's not just everyone walks away. So I hope it does good. I am going to see that opening weekend for sure. I'm not sure of the Marvels yet. But no, I'm not a Gunn hater. I'm looking forward to it.
Doesn't the Marvels tie into Secret Wars?
What's that?
I mean, doesn't Secret Invasion? Doesn't the Marvels tie into Secret Invasion?
I hope so. Nick Fury's there in the Kree, I guess. I hope so. What were you saying, Voltaire? I'm sorry.
I just made a joke that you're not a gun hater, and I said you're pro Second Amendment, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Okay, so let's bring this up here. Let's flip to Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars, massive.
What's Star Wars?
News keeps coming. It doesn't stop.
I reacted. There's a lot of. I didn't catch all of Celebration. There's still a couple days that I didn't watch.
Oh, I saw someone on Twitter go on that they should remake the original trilogy. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, someone always says that, you know.
Nobody wants to see the original trilogy made over.
I think eventually it will.
Oh, no, please.
Well,
move on. New stories.
Yeah. I do want to see new stories. Oh, I did rewatch Rise of Skywalker today.
What do you think
Oh, wow.
now that you watch Mandalorian? What do you think?
Well, I don't know what the Mandalorian has to do with it, but
No, because of world building and all that. But
well, I wanted to watch it because of the Rey announcement, and there's some things I liked better. It's still a rough watch for me. I still don't really like the Palpatine thing. There's some great character moments.
I think, well, actually, that was one of my fan theories that she was a Palpatine, and I love that idea. I hate the theory going around that she was an Obi-Wan. That would just ruin Obi-Wan.
Why?
But is it because
he abandoned his kid and took care of
no attachments.
Yeah.
I predicted from the first trailer of Rise of Skywalker, from the very first trailer when they revealed the title, when no one knew what the title was, I watched it and I did a trailer reaction video. So it's still up there somewhere as proof that I'm not making it up. But I called the ending. I was like, oh, she's going to adopt the name Skywalker because she doesn't have a last name. She's going to adopt
Just
that
Rey,
as her last
just
name.
Rey.
Yeah.
She's gonna Skywalker.
I'm telling you that.
But
old lady
I was,
that
by the way,
appears at the end.
I was watching Star Wars Celebration clips, and Ian McDermott was talking about Rise of Skywalker, and I was taken back with he was talking about, you know, he had no clue about the ending of Rise of Skywalker as well until the day, and he was talking about Dennis Lawson, and he was talking about a lot of things, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about doing a 15-year gap though for the newest films.
Well, hopefully that'll that'll make it feel different enough too, because a lot, like say from Last Jedi to Rise of Skywalker, that was supposed, or no, wait, Force Awakens then Last Jedi, that was like really fast after each other, and to give you time to introduce some more new characters, see what's up with Rey, have something that they different, have some events happen in
I have a
between.
question though.
What?
Now that you rewatched it, who do you think that old lady is at the end of?
I have no freaking idea, but I don't think
Next door neighbor.
I don't know.
I like CJ's time travel theory.
Okay. I don't know about that, CJ.
Here's the big question. If we go from Obi-Wan and Luke and we look at like Obi-Wan, we saw him when he was younger, then he became the Jedi Master training the younger Jedi, training Luke. Then we saw Luke when he was young. Then we saw him as the older Jedi Master, you know, trying to train a younger generation. So if we're following that same path, is Rey going to have a beard now?
Yikes.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. No, I don't know.
Would it matter?
No. Well,
like you never kissed a woman with a beard, Max. Come on.
Uh-oh.
What are you saying about my wife, bro?
Whoa.
No, I don't know. I'm interested to see Rey. I just don't want to see the same rebuilding and failing. It's like I can't take that same storyline again.
Well, hopefully when the movie starts, she's already set up the academy and is already
but then you just know it's going to fail.
I'm telling you, world between worlds, it's happening.
All right. Well, Strange Marvel Theories, another $1.49 super sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. I really appreciate. Oh, and Voltaire on the panel and left $1.99. Thank you, Voltaire. Watch Max's coat scene video.
That made me.
Yeah, that was great. I didn't want to just react to Echo Base Network's video, but they're the ones that found out about that. But yes, even the child knows that scene was cringe. Like, and honestly, Obi-Wan, there's enough there that it's a good show. It's just that they needed some thoughtful editing.
They needed stabilization.
what was the writer's room thinking, though? It's really like even a little girl who's in the show thought it was dumb.
Who would believe this? This is stupid, you know? She's laughing. It made it better because she enjoyed that scene.
That was
But it's
cute.
like, yeah, but it's just like this
I thought
stuff should be.
Obi-Wan was a great show.
If I was in charge of Lucasfilm,
you would cast Henry Cavill?
I would hire quality control
You would
people.
hire Zack Snyder.
No, I would hire extreme critics. And I say, tell me everything that you think is stupid about this. And revisit each of those scenes. Because there's small adjustments that can make these a lot better. Like that scene could have been like the fan edit is actually superior to me. There's some things I don't like. And I know there's going to be people there that's like, no, you can't accept the fan edit over the original. And that's a disservice to Deborah Chow.
I want to see the one that's made by the guy that did Andor.
Yeah,
that looks
Yeah, that's coming. But that scene escaped the writer's room. Not just escaped the writer's room, but then they were actually shooting it. Right, and then also the editing. Like, it's unbelievable to me that scene.
What scene are we talking about?
And Obi-Wan. Go ahead, Voltaire.
Where they're sneaking out Leia from Imperius, whatever it's called, and she's hiding under the coat.
You
like
see her
Scooby-Doo
legs.
style.
See, I don't remember that.
That was the worst scene of the show.
Come on, Star Wars has always had cringe scenes in like every movie. Or it's
It doesn't need to though. Like, I mean, unless you're really going for that. Like, even when someone bumped into the twig or something when they're chasing her, like all that stuff could be like, okay, edit. This show is already a very long show. Like a 2-second edit would have fixed a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, and Brewster's point is valid. Like, we have teddy bears beating the Empire and all that kind of thing.
Come on. And one movie, Luke and Leia are pretty much making out, and the next movie, they're brother and sister. What? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's continuity, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, well let's look at this article here. All right, let me see. The Mandalorian crossover movie's massive cast teased by producer. Lucasfilm president, whatever, Kathy. Dave Filoni, let me see. My friend told me this, it really ruins a lot of these articles. They say a lot of facts that you already know before they get to the cool stuff. Kennedy indicates big cast of characters from Mandoverse film. Speaking of Entertainment Weekly, okay, here we go. All right, I hesitate to say it's a big meetup from those series because Dave has been developing Star Wars storytelling inside Clone Wars and Rebels, and so much of the work he's done for 20 years. So it will be little bits of all of that. There are going to be a lot of sources he's drawing from to see where we're going. Let me see. Yeah, we knew the story.
Oh, so they finally had source material.
That's true. Kathy Kennedy was on record of like, well, these things take time because we don't have any source material to pull from. And now Dave Filoni's pulling from source material from the EU. Yes, that does make her look a little stupid.
She was right, though. There is no source material for Star Wars. Everyone criticized her for saying that, but she was absolutely right. Because everyone's like, what are you talking about? There's comics and novels. Yes, but they're not source material. They are
material.
Because they are tie-ins that were written after the fact. Source material comes first, and you do an adaptation.
All right, I was gonna go.
They were written before these new movies, so
right, but they're not the source of these new movies.
Well,
but they're pulling from them now.
I'm glad they weren't. I hate those novels.
Oh my god, Jesus!
Heir to the Empire has a scene in it where Luke Skywalker's drinking hot chocolate. Come on. It's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Who's selling hot chocolate?
Who wouldn't? Why wouldn't they make hot chocolate?
Hot sweet drink.
Well,
they might call it something else, but hot chocolate.
It seems like you go, Crazy Joe, you have a point there. It does feel like sometimes you go out of the way to defend Kathy, though.
But
But
not for nothing, you have to
but
make these movies for
but-
everyone, not people that read the books and the comics only.
No, but the point is the books and the comics have tremendous source material in them, you know, which they're using now, shockingly enough.
Yeah, they're using them now. Yeah.
Max, did you see what I posted in private, by the way?
Yeah. I would say just delete it. And she knows about it, so
Okay.
I would just do it. You know, no sense in bothering with her with it. I think. You know.
I'm gonna disappear because I have work in the morning.
Okay, thank you, Crazy Joe.
Take care.
Thank you, Crazy Joe.
Is your work on being on Kathleen Kennedy's payroll, Crazy Joe?
I'm just kidding.
If she'll have me, man, give me a call, Kathy. Give me a call. I'll yeah.
Oh, and there's a preview of the mailbag. Brucifer's question is going to get me in trouble. Thank you, Crazy Joe.
That's what I'm here for.
Appreciate it, man. Santa Jaws. Okay.
Max, I've got to head out as well. I've got to set up my thing. So, guys, make sure you like on Max's stream. Get him up to 30 likes. I see what the stream is at right now. It's only 24. So please,
wow.
please get him up to 30, guys, and subscribe to Max. Please, I would super appreciative of that.
I would appreciate it too. Thank you, Talati. Wow, professional here. Thank you, Talati. Have a good stream or whatever you're doing, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, will do. Take care.
All right. Okay, so here is Favreau. Had much more to say on the world he and Filoni have been creating on Disney Plus, and I really want to know what Favreau's. I want to know more details of what Favreau's up to because he hasn't been directing this stuff, like co-directing it.
Yeah,
and I really am intrigued to see what he's up to. We knew the story would culminate. You have little culminations that come with each season. You have characters and things that thread in and out, especially with multiple seasons, multiple series happening the same time frame. And you're dealing with characters, especially on Ahsoka and The Mandalorian. You're seeing it kind of from a ground level perspective. Favreau continued, remarking the lack of context that some like Din Djarin's perspective can provide. If you're catching glimpses of characters or things that are happening in the galaxy, you're kind of seeing it through the eyes of somebody who really doesn't have a lot of context. Let me see. The producer went on to explain Metaverse storylines. Okay. Demand deal with larger forces. That's what I want to hear. But in the case of Ahsoka, she's a character who's been around long before her appearance on The Mandalorian. And also, as we're dealing with Bo-Katan, these are characters with a lot of political implications to what's happening in the meta narrative in Star Wars. And those characters and those storylines start to demand that you deal with larger forces and bigger trends within that time period. So at a certain point, the rubber is going to hit the road in many ways. And the fact that now audiences will accept a permeability between media, between the shows and the movie, which I think has been, as you see with Star Wars films and with the Marvel films, audiences are very sophisticated now. And if they're invested in the characters and the stories, you could tell types of stories in one medium that you can't with another. There are certain limitations you have with cinema because we have a lot of narrative structure to deal with the amount of minutes that we have to do each season. But with a movie, you have to make sure that it comes to a head and resolves in that 2-hour period. I like everything they're saying there about the culmination of all these series into a big epic movie. I like what they're saying, and that's the one I'm most excited about. And honestly, which I kind of wanted to ask this: you guys do know that this is going to be like 6 years down the line. We're probably not going to see this between 2029 and 2030. And what are your thoughts on that?
So my thoughts are, and I mentioned this before, there is no discussion of another season of Mandalorian at Star Wars, right? At this thing this weekend. They announced a new season of Bad Batch coming, but not this. So there's no more Mandalorian. I think it's done. So if you're waiting 6 years, sorry, go ahead.
I think they did say they were working on Mando season 4 somewhere. I think I saw someone, but
okay, maybe
it could be a while. It could be a while still. Yeah.
So what are they going to do for 6 years? That means there's going to be a lot of shows and stuff to try to tie it in, Endgame style, I guess, which is exciting in its own right.
two or three Ahsoka seasons.
Yeah,
it's probably going to take at least 4 years.
There you go.
They have the Skeleton Crew and they have Boba Fett. There's got to be another Mando season. I'm sorry. I believe there will be, unless it's Bo-Katan. Should they just call it the Bo-Katan show?
It's not going to be the Mandalorian. It'll be Mandalorians or Mandalorian Legacy.
I mean, if they try to sell that narrative, the fans are going to reject it. Well, they all could be the man. I know that's accurate. I Brucifer and other people like, well, anyone could be the Mandalorian. It's not called the Din Djarin show. I understand that, but fans are going to reject that, in my opinion. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm not buying what you're selling.
You don't think 3 seasons is enough for this?
Not if you're going towards a big pivotal movie.
Yeah, but what has the story been this season, Max? You know what I mean?
Restoration of Mandalore, Bo-Katan taking the lead for all of Mandalorians and combining the tribes, and really for Din Djarin, not much.
That's what I mean. Why do they need him?
Right.
Speaking of
and what the hell is going on with the Senate anyway? They haven't shown them very much.
No.
Hold on, CJ. I'll get to it. All right, so let me see this. Strange Marvel Theories, $5. Thank you for the support, Strange Marvel Theories. Why change source material to cater to a non-fan audience? Catering to non-fans of source movies ruin the integrity and continuity. Why change the source movies to cater to non? I think you're suggesting that, like, even with Thrawn, they changed things up to cater to new audience. I think there should be room for adaptation. I don't want to be shackled to source material myself with Thrawn. I know there's some great stories with Thrawn, but honestly, can you really? Here's one reason. Can you honestly have Thrawn as intended because Luke had a lot to do with the Thrawn story in the EU? So what can you actually do there? I mean, you can't. Are you going to have a de-aged Luke Skywalker or a deep fake Luke Skywalker for a trilogy of movies just because that was the source material? I think that would actually be a detriment to the property, doing that much, without a live actor, like without just filming an actor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To be fair, the actor they got actually looks identical to Luke. I don't even know why.
Yeah, but
deepfake.
The more you have of it, the more that's going to wear off. Then you're going to start to see the flaws of that type of movie making. The longer he's on screen.
They need to move away from Luke and that whole.
How dare you?
What? It's about time. It's been 40 years?
Mm-hmm.
But people like me really want the Luke story. You know what I mean? I wish they would just cast Winter Soldier as Luke and do these.
Oh
movies.
yeah, me too. But the industry doesn't take the right. They don't learn the right things. What did they take away from Solo? Not that you need to do a good quality product. It's that people don't like recasts. That's
100%.
That's what they learned from it. They didn't say, we could do it better. No, because there's been a lot of great recasts in film history. I can't think of them right now, but there have been.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor, exactly. Ewan McGregor surpasses the original Obi-Wan to me.
Oh, for sure.
Alec McGuinness. Oh, come on. I love Alec McGuinness, but there's so much more to Obi-Wan because of Ewan McGregor. Mm-hmm. And instead of taking inspiration from they give excuses to why Mon Mothma. Well, she was in. Yeah. Okay. But I feel they make excuses and they take the most. They don't learn the correct thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. They have to treat characters like Luke and Solo like Batman. You can recast Batman and it can be good or it could be bad. You just have to get it right, Right.
You just have to get exactly. Batman's
been recast. It can be blue. It can be purple. It can be.
So that's what yes, if they would have recast and had Sebastian Stan against Thrawn, that would have been epic. But they didn't. So,
No.
and they already concluded Luke's story, and they're using him for cameos.
I don't think a recast would have gone over well with hardcore fans.
I think you have bias there because of the bad fandom online in a bad example. But there's lots of good exactly. Obi-Wan was amazing. He was one of the first major recasts for Star Wars, and it worked so well that he got his own season, you know?
What about this?
What are you showing me? Solo.
The image there.
Who's on the left, Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
from Mandalorian.
That's him without the
deep fake.
Yeah. And that's Leia without the deep fake?
Yeah.
Isn't that her daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
didn't like that scene with Leia in Rise of Skywalker. That looked cheesy to me. Yeah.
I like the intent of the scene.
Me too. Mm-hmm. I just rewatched it today. It wasn't horrible, but okay.
I do have a question that's kind of in the mailbag, but also, so this guy, Jude Law, do you think they wasted the potential of him playing Count Dooku, a young Count Dooku?
I think he could have done that.
Skeleton Crew?
I think they could have done that. That would have been interesting, but I don't think there's I don't think there's a lot of I mean, he was in Tales of the Jedi Dooku story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You watched Skywalker and you still haven't watched Tales of the Jedi?
No.
Come on.
I gotta watch that. I'm going to. I still haven't watched Bad Batch. It's gotten us 3 seasons.
Bad Batch is a commitment, but the Tales of the Jedi is the whole thing, all the episodes. I think it was like 45.
You know why? I wasn't paying attention to when it dropped, and I didn't even realize it was already out for a while. And then I was like, oh wait, it's been out for a while. Yeah, I just didn't watch it. I will. I could watch that next. I don't know. I don't think there's a big market for Dooku fans, unless you're Christopher Lloyd from the recent episode of The Mandalorian. I know he's a Dooku fan, but I don't know. But yes, I think he could have made a good Dooku, CJH, to answer your question there, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what else I had here. And I mean, if you guys like to stay, I would love to have you, but you don't know.
There's lots of Star Wars questions in the mailbag, by the way.
Okay. Oh, here's another Star Wars article. Man, I need a new mouse. Holy crap. When I dumped the water on the last live stream, I had to go back to old mouse, and it sucks.
You can get that Amazon wireless mouse for like $11.99.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Amazon Basics. There you go.
All right, this is talking about Thrawn. The complications of bringing Thrawn to live action.
This is goofy.
You think he looks
His
goofy?
His face looks goofy. Yeah.
Goofy.
They could have put like major makeup on him and like didn't.
Wait, you think he has a weak jaw?
No. It's just like his old. It's like the Grand Inquisitor. It looks so bad.
It's muted. The color isn't vibrant.
Well, look how his eyebrows are. They could have done that with like makeup.
With no eyebrows.
They just slapped blue color on them. They
Okay.
could have made him look more alien. Like
I do feel like there's a trend with Disney stuff that they've been doing, not for Ahsoka. She's got a lot of prosthetics on, but they've been doing less prosthetics on these actors' faces, just like Gore. And it seems a little like, okay, not as cool.
But if they don't want to do prosthetics, do CGI like Zeb.
That's more expensive.
Well, I think they already have a budget for CGI characters. They might want to just be able to have film ready without any special I think at least for on the television angle, maybe if they did cinematic, they might do extra stuff on. I mean, I assume that they're going to want to focus on certain CG characters, and then the rest just have them film ready. Okay, so let's look at this here. I believe this is Filoni. And I was very surprised. Hugh here was surprised that they actually announced it. I didn't think they were going to say anything about who's playing Thrawn. I thought they were going to show the back of him, and then you're going to have to wait, and that's all you were going to get at Celebration about Thrawn. I was very shocked when they said,
I think
yeah.
people knew who it was. It's just...
Yeah, well, they showed him in an extended trailer.
Yeah, they did, but I didn't think we were going to get that. I thought they were just going to show the back of him for a while, and they might not have even known who was going to be cast as Thrawn yet. I thought it could have been a stand-in. That's what I was wrong. I take the L. So Thrawn's visual challenge for Ahsoka series. Speaking with the Wrap, calling Blue a tricky one. Blue is a tricky one, and there are a lot of Blue characters out there now. Cad Bane was a much debated Blue.
He was excellent, though.
Yeah, he was excellent.
Way better.
Yeah. We went around on the blue, in the green for Hera, in the orange for Ahsoka. Why did I do all these things? I could have made my life so much simpler. If the blue is very strong, it almost starts to lean too far back into animation because they wanted to differentiate it from the animation. So you have to find a blue that is complex, that has multiple layers to it, that has transparencies and a sense of blood and skin. The way he stands, the way he carries himself, he's an admiral. And then, of course, there's the voice. I knew in Rebels when I heard him, this is the guy. Lars pulls off the blue, Mary pulls off the green, and they're troopers. When you make a decision to do a show like this and characters like this, they're in the makeup chair 2 to 3 hours every day. That means they get there so much earlier than everyone else so they can make call time. It's a commitment, and it makes their life much more difficult and not a word of complaint. They're all very into it and doing it and living it, and I'm very grateful for that. So I think they wanted to differentiate it from the animation, CJH.
They should have just watched the old Star Trek episodes with the blue-green aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Good point. It's funny that they say this about using the actor from the cartoons and saying, oh, he was just right. But they didn't do that for the Grand Inquisitor in Obi-Wan, which is... I feel like he was more iconic in a way than the actor who plays Thrawn. It's whatever.
Yeah, I think the Kellers again on the skin of the Grand Inquisitor were kind of muted and not as vibrant and smaller. They should have just went there with a big dramatic look, I think, too. I think they're too worried about from this, they're obviously concerned about not making it look like animation, which I don't know if that, Ahsoka's markings are very close to her animation, and it works. I think that's why she works so well.
Yeah, I trust Filoni, to be honest with you. I think because it's Filoni, I think he'll do it right.
Yeah. I saw the whole extended scene with Thrawn. I think he looked great. I think it could have looked a little cooler, maybe, but I think you're gonna make up with that from the performance of Lars Mikkelsen. Is really gonna make it even. Yeah, I feel, especially since he's already been in the role as a voice actor.
Right.
So I don't foresee it's gonna be a big issue once we see the Ahsoka. Maybe they'll make adjustments. Maybe they'll make adjustments, and we will get to. They might adjust them when they get to the actual movie. Okay, Strange Marvel Series says, thank you for the $5, Strange Marvel Series. Studio cutting corners on the visuals to save money. Yes, I agree with you to a point, but it's also to get these projects out fast. The more visual effects they have, the longer you're going to have to wait for Disney Plus content. Let's be real, right? And then with the crunch time argument with Disney and their visual effects studios, right? I feel like that could be a factor. And they always cut money. They do. That is unfortunately too, just like in the schools. Honestly, it's on the audience. The audience, you need to reward great visuals and great things in the arts, just like in schools. What's the departments that usually get cut first? The arts. Yeah. And a lot of these studios, except for unless you're James Cameron, they focus so much on getting these big name actors, and when a lot of the heavy work is done for the VFX, really, what do you get? What do you pay all the money for these big main actors? It's mainly for shits and giggles to get the laughs and who's playing the live action. But a lot of the stuff is the stunt team and the visual effects, the most epic stuff. But to be fair, the consumer does not demand high visuals, which extremely frustrates me because I love next level special effects, But they haven't been. Has the audiences been rewarding that? No. I believe. What do you believe the general audiences want? They want fun. They want humor. They want a mix of things. But I don't think next groundbreaking special effects is at the top of the list. What do you think, Bruce?
Well, I don't know. Because it depends on the genre of movie, and like a horror movie, nobody cares about how well special effects look unless it's a big budget horror movie. And sci-fi, they should splurge more on Star Wars content because it is Star Wars. They can cut costs somewhere else.
Well, I think that's something that still was missing from the movies is like they pretty much did. Let's do a cantina scene in every movie. Something that was from the OG Star Wars and the prequels is they would go to new places and like the pod race scene and stuff like that. And they just didn't have that kind of stuff.
No.
And it's actually from Kenner. And that's why the toys don't sell as well either. The old school toy makers used to have a thing called toyetic. You had a toyetic scene. It's like George Lucas yes, he thought too much about the merch, but to a point where it made the movies better because you need a big spectacle to sell toys.
I didn't know he had the rights to the toys, and that was big to him. But you're saying he made specific scenes for the toys?
I believe so. Yeah.
Interesting.
They're not consistent with the toys. Like they should stick with the Black Series and all that instead of.
But remember,
the only ones that are buying the toys are 40-year-old plus men. these toys aren't made for kids. Kids don't care about toys.
What they were when we were kids, Brucifer.
I'm talking about now.
Well, it's missing the toyetic scenes. The classic. You need some cool action sequences to justify the toy. I want to replay that scene with my toys. What do you get from the sequel trilogy where you're like, I need to pay that epic scene with toys? There's
most kids to play Fortnite.
Yeah, what ships and stuff have been released in Star Wars that like kids would want compared to what the original series did? Really?
Yeah, you had the speeder bike scene. You had the Haas scene where he's taking. You need stuff like that. That's like, whoa, this is different.
I mean, Lego always does well with that stuff.
Yeah.
Lego is 40-year-old men that Brucifer's talking about.
Yeah, sure.
I'm talking about rank and file kids. Like honestly, other than Slave One, sorry, not Slave One. We're not supposed to say that. Mandalorian's ship, whatever it's called, Razor Edge or whatever it's called. What new ship has been created that people have wanted to buy? Like thought it was cool. Really, not that Razor Crest. Not that many. Yeah.
Yeah, there needs to be more.
Well, to be fair, most kids don't even play with toys anymore. They got their phones.
I can't stand all these excuses. You build it, they will come. Just like movies.
I have little nieces, and they still love Barbies, and they still love.
It is a factor, yes, with technology, But if you make an amazing action sequence in a film, and then it's so well done, people are going to want to create it with their action figures. Besides just the 40-year-old man child.
People don't even buy Marvel toys anymore. So
you need to get back to that special sauce of these amazing action sequences that are actually have time to breathe. And I got to, what's this vehicle in Star Wars? This is different,
You know the number one selling merch in the world for kids?
Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Still.
Really? Well, why did Star Wars get rid of card games?
They still have card games.
They're all digital now.
Well,
so it's
I don't know
that they got.
I don't know. To get to Bruce for Pokemon, they have characters and introduce new characters that people like. And they, you got to collect them all, just like old school Kenner toys. You wanted to collect all the Star Wars characters. I don't know.
Look at Star Wars. Has there really been that much innovation in the tech in Star Wars movies from the beginning to now?
No.
In the prequels, yes. That was pushing. So? Yes, that was groundbreaking special effects when it came out.
No, I'm not talking about the special effects. I'm talking about the ships, speeders, or any type of tech.
The prequels were supposed to be before the original trilogy.
That's always been a thing where technology kind of develops slow in Star Wars.
Well, the prequels were supposed to be Palpatine, how Anakin got where he was.
No, I'm sorry. I mean the sequel trilogy.
The sequel.
Was there really a big jump in tech in the movies?
No. Oh, you mean in filming and stuff? Yes. Special effects wise, yes. Since the prequels,
the Mandalorian kind of explained that they decommissioned all the Empire technology.
Well, he means in the filmmaking, CJ.
No, I'm talking about the ships and
the ships.
Ships. You look at
no cool ships. All they did was take the X-wings and change the color of their wings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you look at Star Trek. Look at the progression of technology in these movies and shows. They change. They upgrade.
But like I said, the Mandalorian has explained that they're decommissioned all these vehicles and ships and all that. So they gotta stick with the originals because of that reason.
At least put cell phones in there. No, I'm just kidding.
Better screens.
That's kind of good with the Mandalorian as well, because didn't the Doctor have like a tablet or something?
He did, but that scene where Grogu and Din Djarin were in the ship, he's like, you have to learn how to read maps if you're a Mandalorian. That weak ass 80 screen popped up on the
ship. It reminds me of the Star Wars game in the arcade, black and white. Like, I don't know if you ever played that, Max. Or oh God, that Star Wars game. Ugh, bad. The Star Wars technology is just a step above that. It seems.
Well, they did the one technology that was a leap was the bomber that dropped bombs from space in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that was great.
You like that scene, or are you being sarcastic?
100% sarcastic.
If they were maybe if they're magnetized, I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Mario digital release date. I want to get an update on this to see if it's the same. I'm thinking. I asked my wife, and she said she wants to wait. She says she doesn't really have interest in. So
she doesn't. She plays Mario games. I'm surprised.
No, she likes Mario, but just like I'll wait. She's not interested in seeing it in the theater.
Tell her, damn it, woman, we're going to the theater.
I mean, even though I want to see it, I I don't know if I want to rush out to the theater myself on this one.
All right.
It doesn't need my money. It's doing well. After pushing up its release by 2 days. Okay, or April 5th. Let's see. I think Brucifer told me this. May 9th.
May 9th.
34 days after release.
On Amazon Prime? Oh, wow. That's quick.
It's purchase the film on PVOD.
You can purchase it. It's not streaming for free.
Oh,
it's not like included with your Prime.
Okay.
But that is also
the same week as Guardians comes out.
Let's be the way theaters work is after the first 30 days, they change the ratio that the profits go. The first 30 days, the majority of the profits goes to the company that made it. After the first 30 days, it's a different percentage. And VOD, I believe, has better percentage than theaters after the first 30 days. So it really depends. I think for a child's movie, this makes a lot of sense.
You're Americans and your VOD.
Yeah.
No,
that's like heck, like as far as digital downloads. Families are going to want to watch download that for their kids.
Yeah,
I don't think
Instant
we
Babysitter.
have VOD in Canada.
You can't pay for a movie?
No, we can on Amazon Prime and like Google Play and all that stuff. But
stupid Trudeau.
Oh.
No, it's not Trudeau's fault.
I'm only kidding.
It's literally
Leave Trudeau alone. He's hot.
Go ahead, CJH. Go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm sure you have VOD.
No.
You could pay for. I don't believe that. Are you sure you're in Canada?
Google it right now.
What, you can't get it on Apple or anything like that?
Yeah, we got Apple.
That is VOD.
Like I said, we
That's
got
VOD. You pay
Amazon.
for it. You're talking about streaming services like you pay a package. No, this VOD means you actually pay
Video
$20.
on demand.
Yes, video on demand.
Yeah, we have something like that.
Okay. Yes. But yeah, this is Instant Babysitter. This makes a lot of sense for this movie. And I know Crazy Joe likes them to stay in the theater longer, but the percentages, there's a reason that companies are doing it case by case basis. It depends on the movie. You know?
Mm.
It depends on what the movie's market is. For a kids movie, this is gonna make VOD records.
Yeah,
are you kidding me? And honestly, Nintendo knows.
I'll just watch it for free.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But
what I got a VPN. Damn it.
Tornado movies. I'm telling you.
Guy's got $1,000 comic books, but he's using an Amazon Fire Stick.
No, I have Google Play on my Bravia, so I just
We should go to
jailbreak
a
the TV.
mailbag. There's lots of questions in the mailbag.
Leave my Fire Stick alone. I do have one.
I will. Thank you, Trey Bone, jumping on Xbox. Okay. All right. Let me see here. I have
By the way, sorry, Max. The content you've been producing the last couple of days, fire content reacting to these videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got to keep that up. That's
it's extra work, but I want to try to grow the channel. We're up to like 88,000 views for a month, and my goal was 100,000 views.
Yeah,
so it's taking a lot of work.
Hey, this past Sunday show had the most views for a Sunday show for you.
Oh, really?
People like you reacting to Grace.
Losing views.
A 5 hour show had almost 1,000 views.
You want me to be real? I've lost memberships and longtime contributors to the show, panelists.
I was joking.
But views are up. Views. That's because I've been focusing on myself and not worried about other. I'm just hammering.
I was just joking.
Hey, you've been having really good panelists with really good discussions.
Yeah,
Nope.
no. I appreciate everything the panelists have been adding. I appreciate UCGH, Voltaire.
I'll
Christopher.
tell you what it is. You put me
That's good.
on
Your
the
views
panel
go.
more often.
Yeah.
Did you see EVS retweeted one of your shorts?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He retweeted one of your shorts saying an anti SJW had me on his show. I'll find the link to it.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
Oh, jeez.
I saw someone on Twitter saying something about it, an anti SJW, but then he was replying to someone else, but he said, but he's not an SJW because he wouldn't have me on the show. Then I don't know. I'm like, okay, I am an anti SJW, but I'm not an SJW.
Right.
That makes me pretty unique.
Yeah.
I think he's actually accurate there. Arcane season 2 gets unfortunate release date update. I've heard great things about this. My wife watched it has anyone checked this out?
No.
The animation style, I watched the first part of it, is really good. But I heard this takes a long time to make. So I'm guessing that is what it's going to be disappointing. So let me check to see. Seemingly not coming this year as expected. League of Legends, man, is that popular? Has anyone gone in? Have you ever gotten the League of Legends, Brucifer?
No, no. I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy?
Yeah, my friends. I have friends that play League of Legends, and it is so toxic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's more.
Everything's toxic.
That's toxic.
Everything's toxic. Strange Marvel Theory says Arcane. My jury's still on this show. Okay.
I have watched the Dragon of Ages or Age of Dragons or whatever that game is. Dragon Age. Yeah, they have a Netflix show.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I watched the first episode of that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
They didn't know that season 1 was going to be a success. It was a roaring success. So it's going to be a while. Q1 2024 may be the soonest. I got to catch up on it. I think I want to watch it. The animation, it had a very Into the Spider-Verse quality.
It looks like that.
Animation, maybe even better. Just to let you guys know, maybe even better quality than that, and it's on a streaming platform. Yeah. So they're really pushing the special effects with this series. That gets me excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, Voltaire.
I was going to say, I'll pimp it an animated show for anybody who's interested. It's on Amazon Prime, 2 seasons. Vox Machina, if you haven't watched that, is pretty good.
My wife likes that.
I like it a lot.
I haven't checked it out myself, but I've heard good things.
Like a Dungeons and Dragons type of show, so yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad for Dungeons and Dragons. The movie. Having an epic event like I think it would have done fine if Mario didn't come out right after it.
It was a great movie. I liked it.
No, it was. It was a lot of fun. I think the word of mouth would have spread, and I think it would have. I think this epic event. This is like a monumental event with the Mario movie.
I don't think Mario is gonna hit $1 billion.
Oh, I think it is.
I think people are broke.
No, people have money for entertainment. These are more excuses. Yes, I'm sorry people don't have as much money as they used to. I hate how inflation economy is hurting people. But I'll tell you what, people find money for entertainment. They do.
Yeah.
Unless it's really dire straits. They find money for entertainment. Mario's going to be just fine. Like I'm sick. I like the pushback, CGH, but I'm sick of the excuses that the entertainment industry brings. Because if you make fire content, you're going to get the numbers. There's people hungry and waiting. It just needs to be quality, right?
Yeah, you know what? People will, even if people don't have money for other things, they will spend money on what they like,
and especially if it's high quality.
Yeah.
People budget for entertainment.
What's that noise?
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's you. No, I don't know, CJ. I'm just kidding. Think about the beginning of the pandemic. What was some of the stuff that was sold out? The PlayStation 5 and the Series X. Yeah, come on. that's what people were concerned about their, about their jobs and everything, and it was sold out.
Well, I can say that there was a comic boom that whole year. People were taking their checks and buying comic books, spending insane amounts on comics.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I give an example. The first appearance of Venom in 2020 through the first half of 2021, that book was going for $8,000.
Wow.
And now it's going for $3,000.
Really?
Yeah, because everybody that had money dumping into comics, they left.
Yeah.
So now the prices are coming back down to earth.
And also during that time, remember, the economy was shocking. Stock market, everything was doing really super good back then.
Okay.
Even the cost of video cards was insane. For
Yes,
computers,
I remember
computer
that.
parts were
I was trying to get a console that never came out. All right. I still didn't
What
get my money
console
back.
would that be?
I don't want to mention it on air. If you mention on air, it's like the actual Voldemort. You don't want to say the name. You don't want to say it.
The console that shall not be named.
The console that shall not be named.
Wait. We got breaking news. Breaking news.
CJH, are you serious? Come on. Hold on a second. You're not going to make me play the clip. All right, I'll play. If this
Save the clip.
Save the clip. All right, let me see that.
No, I said play the.
Oh, play the clip. Damn you! It was Brie Larson, so you're already on the right track. Hold on. Oh, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing.
She was a topic in my Discord, my comic Discord group. They were comparing her ass to Tom Holland's ass.
What the hell? That's been done before. That's an old meme where they
they put up the meme in
Tom Holland has a juicy ass, round ass. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not being misogynistic. I'm just going to talk about the male's ass because that's the way the world is right now. He does. They okay.
Breaking news.
All right, bring it up, CJH.
It's right here.
To star in a female, and this isn't real, is it?
It's not real.
There's an article in the.
Was it for April 1st, April Fool's Day?
Oh my God, not her.
Hold on a second.
Look at they misspell female on the top right. Who wrote this?
All right, let me bring this up. I actually this isn't from April 1st. So what the hell is going on here? All right, let me bring this up.
It's a troll.
Well, I mean, but why would they do this not on April 1st? I don't think it's real.
Because they're trying to gaslight people.
All right, let me
trigger people.
I actually think this is a better shot of making money than Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones.
Oh boy.
Brie Larson would bring more to the, Brie Larson's milkshake brings the boy. No, I'm just kidding. No. I think this would
certainly brings Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
the buzz that would happen if they made Brie Larson. Okay. All right. So as Indy's adventure soon end, reports say that Disney is working on a female Indiana Jones style movie, but not Indiana Jones.
Oh, it's called The Treasure Hunters.
Starring Brie Larson.
Oh, she's not taking over the franchise.
Disney may be heading. Oh, you know about this. Okay.
I just
Disney
pulled it up.
Okay. Oh, you cheated.
I was fact checking.
Fact checking. All right. Disney may be heading with some audience or asking for, instead of remaking or revisiting existing franchise, why not make a new one? Given that the Indiana Jones franchise is approaching what is reported to be Harrison Ford's last starring as the iconic archaeologist, there must be some room for a new player. Okay, so giant freaking robot reports that Larson will star in a new movie that Disney is developing called The Treasure Hunters. And this I'll tell you what, this project lives or breathes based on the Marvel's box office.
No, that's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Is it filming already?
Where is it?
No, she's agreed to do TV. Interesting.
I didn't see the National Treasure spinoff.
Where is it?
Yeah, if you have an article for that, I'd like to bring it up.
Wait, where is it?
This is clickbait. It worked. I'm a Brie Larson fan.
I'll put it in the private chat.
Breaking news from CJH, everybody.
Yeah. Let me see here. I'm looking forward to it. We're losing viewers as we speak on this. All right, good topic, CJH. Brie Larson.
You know what I made? I made this.
What? Okay, we'll look at it later, CJH. This is off topic. This is where you ruin my cutouts. Oh God.
Yes.
That's cool.
I animated that.
That's great, man. What does this have to do with Brie Larson, though?
She's gonna star in this.
Okay. Brie Larson starring in The Treasure Hunters for Disney, a spin on Indiana Jones. So, that's great. I'll check it out. I mean, if it is on Disney Plus, easy for me to check it out. Okay. Will we add? Oh, damn! Holy shit! 13 viewers. That really killed the show. All right. I guess I'm wrong about Brie. Okay, let's get to mailbag then while we still have 13 viewers. I had other topics, but I think we'll wait. We'll wait on those. All right, let me bring up because I also value your time, Bruce, for CGH and Voltaire.
I'm staying up for the Mandalorian, so whatever.
Oh, you are? I was thinking about doing a watch party.
Oh, God damn it! What time is that? 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Midnight on the West Coast, yo.
I don't have to. I don't have to work tomorrow, so.
I do, but I still. You guys want me to set up a watch party? I could do that.
No, I don't think I'm going to make it.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get to the mailbag here. I don't know what happened to Brian. Brian's busy. We love you, Brian. You're either with your Xbox or your new girl.
He's tweeting about his Tinder dates. So.
Equally important. Equally important. You should show her your Series X if you don't want to. Yeah.
I was going to say something, but I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brian. I will shut up now. Okay.
Thank you, Max.
Mass Vigilante. Max, with all the comic book content we're getting, which one do you think we meet our expectations for the year? I think Guardians 3 is the one that I think is going to exceed expectations. I think James Gunn is going to want to go out with a bang for Marvel, and a lot of these characters are coming to their conclusion, their arc. That's going to be, and I think that does help comic book movies when there's high stakes. Marvel's, I'm looking forward to it, but as far as I see, I do not see that as a $1 billion movie right now. And I'm not saying that means success either. It's just, I don't know. What do you guys think? Voltaire, Brucifer, what do you think comic book movie do you think has the highest chance to exceed your expectations?
Guardians and Flash.
What's that?
Guardians and Flash.
Guardians and Flash. I hope Flash, but some of that hype's died down. It's still too far out. Like, you know what I mean? There was hype a couple months ago, and now it's just like, I think the wait for the Flash is killing it too. It's just been so long.
Do you think maybe they should release a trailer like a couple days before the movie drops?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're going to push it in movie theaters, in the previews.
Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff that was in the trailer for the Flash a couple months ago, if you had a movie that's coming out within the month, that would have really helped, But because it's so far away, I think it kind of is hurting it. Like the hype's dying down again for the Flash. You got to have a really amazing trailer to get people excited again.
So we're so used to like getting trailers like months beforehand, but maybe what we need is just a couple weeks.
It depends. It's just for the movie this far delayed. It's starting to feel stale again.
Well, they had to release that trailer during the Super Bowl to get more eyes on it.
Yeah.
But I'm really hyped for Flash, Blue Beetle, and Invincible Season 2.
Oh, yeah.
That comes out this year, I believe.
It's supposed to. They haven't announced a formal date, though, have they?
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
But it's been like, what, 2-3 years now?
I got to tell you, that Flash movie better have enough Michael Keaton in it.
Yeah.
They're going to have problems.
But do you see what I mean, though? Is it kind of died down a little bit? It's just like it was really exciting in February and the beginning of March, and now it's just like it's a long way.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Max? It's James Gunn. People don't like James Gunn. They want Zack Snyder back.
What does it have to do with the Flash?
I'm just joking.
I'm telling you, but normies were excited when they saw Michael Keaton in it, and they saw the Michael Keaton Batman. So.
There's going to be hype after, was it the Cannes Festival? In 2 weeks?
Okay. All right.
If it's really good, it'll be word of mouth.
All right. We'll see. CGH, what characters would you like Lucasfilm to do if they were to go in on this Tales of the Jedi thing? Maybe they do Tales of the Bounty Hunters or Tales of the Sith. What do you want to see? I would love to see Tales of the Sith. That sounds freaking awesome. Right? I would love Tales of the Sith.
If you read the books, there's a ton of awesome Sith characters. Yes.
Yeah. That's a great idea, CGH. Once you said that, I don't want to hear anything else. Tales of the Sith. Actually name it that. Don't say Tales of the Sith. Definitely. More villains. You're only as good as your villains. I keep saying that. That the sequel trilogy too, bringing Palpatine back. Okay, Palpatine's a good villain, but it's not the best showing of Palpatine, honestly. I think even people that like the movie, it's not the best showing of Palpatine, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you bring him back, if you bring a villain back, it's got to be Darth Maul. They brought him back, and he had some of the cool.
Dies. He just laughs and then he dies.
But Darth Maul, for example, he was cool at the beginning, but I think they even did better with Maul when they brought him back, right? In the animated, at least. So
there's more of them. And speaking of animation, Dooku and Tales of the Jedi, Max, terrific, really good Dooku stuff.
I have to watch that. Yeah, I might watch it tonight. We'll see. Little movie perp, Max Rebo bringing the band back together to save the cantina from reconstruction of Galactic Hotel. Blues Brothers meet Scott Pilgrim.
This guy.
I like Max Rebo. He did not. He wasn't there that day on the Book of Boba Fett. He called in sick. I think he knew. Max Rebo survives. Okay. Quote of the day 92. You do what you can for as long as you can. And when you finally can't do next best thing, you back up, but you don't give up because you don't concentrate on risks. You concentrate on the results. Risk is too great to prevent the necessary job from getting done. Okay. Hey, and Max, I hope you're having a good stream tonight after watching the Marvel Fire trailer. I feel this movie is going to be way better than the first one, and I'm not worried about the main villain because Kamala and Monica are going to help carry this film. I can't wait to see the dynamic of all three with Carol working together. And I heard the script from the villain could see a female version of Ronan from another universe. Perhaps this film is connected to King and the Conqueror. And a different universe are merging with each other. Like that weird blue wall in space from the beginning of the teaser. I think this movie is very important to watch, especially Nick Fury is there too. And the film probably takes place before Secret Invasion. I hope there is the Secret Invasion connection, honestly. I want to see more with the Kree. And
do you think the post-credit scene could be Rogue?
No. What? Rogue?
Well, you didn't know that? Rogue is like when Rogue first appeared, she fought Miss Marvel, which was
Captain Powers.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Not when she first appeared. It was a couple years later. She fought the Avengers the first time.
Yeah. I don't know about that, CGH. I would love to see Rogue, but you mean Kiki Palmer? I don't know. I'm happy if there's a connection to Secret Invasion. I'm still not excited about the villain until I see it. I'm open to liking it when I see the context. I want it to be good. I just nothing about this like, oh, But I didn't really like Ronan the Accuser either. Like in the roles he was in the first Captain Marvel and the first Guardians, he was just like okay to me,
Yeah.
Wasn't really
that Marvel's movie is not going to be good. It's not going to do well.
You don't think? Okay.
I don't think.
And it is a culture war movie without the benefit of being surrounded by some big epic Avengers movies. I'm not saying that's the whole reason for the Captain Marvel success, but it's isolated and Captain Marvel's got to stand on her own now,
Mm-hmm.
It's a big culture war movie. There's going to be people that still are butthurt about that comment she made 5 years ago. And they're not
also,
going to
it's and again, I'm not saying I feel this way, but you have to understand it's a female-led movie. It's 3 female stars and Nick Fury and a female villain. I don't think that's going to bring the box office.
That's not going to stop me, but honestly, it could have impacted. And even if you think people are being ridiculous, they're still the ones that buy the tickets.
Yep.
That's what I keep going to. I know. Are you telling me that customers can be ridiculous? Absolutely. Anyone that's ever worked at customer service ever. But they pay your bills too,
Mm-hmm.
So you have to accommodate, to not go out of your way to accommodate, but you got to consider some of their criticisms at least. Give something for everyone. Make movies for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Strange Marvel Theory is $5. Rogue will be used to neutralize the Marvels if Rogue is in the Marvels. You think she's going to... Okay, if she is in the movie, you're saying she's going to neutralize Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau. Okay. I would like it. I just don't see any indication. Of course, Miss Marvel did hint at the mutants, right? But it's
too soon.
I don't know. Like I know CGH is drawing from a comic they were in together, but the mutants were already established in that comic when they right?
Yeah, they were. But you know what? If they ever do a movie with Mystique and Rogue versus her, it's going to be a fire movie. That's going to be fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Darth Bane, Darth Revan Starkiller. Oh yeah. Okay. So thank you, Strange World. I really appreciate you supporting. You getting tired, Brucifer?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Mass Vigilante. CGH Entertainment, and I can't wait to get to Brucifer. That's why we're going to do Brucifer's I might have to clip this out because I absolutely do have an answer that might get me canceled.
Well, I'm looking forward to this.
Because I'm going to answer. And if you want to cancel me again, cancel Brucifer instead. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been canceled before.
Oh, yeah, really? Oh, okay.
I always come back.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what are we talking about?
CJH Entertainment. Do you think Palpatine actually survived by going to the world between worlds or being pulled last minute before he died like Ahsoka? You mean in Rise of Skywalker, CJH?
So, when he falls into the Death Star and explodes, do you think that's when he got pulled out via world between worlds?
I don't know how he survived that. I mean, he obviously did, but I don't know.
But do you think it's possible that that's how he survived?
No, because I think he would have been in better shape if he survived going through,
I mean, to be fair, it did explode. It was an explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he looked pretty beat up. That means he survived the fall. I don't think anything else helped him along except technology.
So based on what we're seeing in the Mandalorian and Bad Batch, they're really telling the story of how the Emperor returns, and it's going to be some cloning thing. and that his people had some kind of thing to save his mind if they ever found his body. So I think we will see that answered at some point in the near future.
Okay. All right. I'm up for that. Maybe I'm not getting I have to pay closer attention. I'm not getting some of that. I still don't understand. I need someone to do a video on how he survived. Okay. But you Voltaire, you think it'll be set up through these?
Yeah, they haven't revealed it yet, but the implication is that he was working on a cloning thing with Baby Yoda DNA and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He found a way to save his brain in a vat or something like that, I guess, so they could transfer it into a clone's body.
Yeah.
I mean, Ahsoka technically died, and then Ezra saved her.
That's true.
Well, I do see that point. That in Snoke, he said I created Snoke, but you don't think that Emperor in Revenge of or Rise of Skywalker was the original Emperor? It wasn't a clone, right?
I think he was a clone.
I think he was the original Emperor. He was in such bad shape.
Well, that's a good point.
And then when he was going to when Rey refused the throne, he said, "Fine, I'll take over your body, and I'll be So I think maybe he was working on cloning, and then he would have transferred himself into the clone. But I honestly don't really think they thought too much ahead of him appearing in either. I don't really think they thought about all this shit. Brewster, what do you think? Do you think they thought they did the nitty gritty? What is he going to do? I think it's pretty like the seat of their pants storytelling to me. I don't think there was this.
I don't think J.J. Abrams did. I think the story group might have.
I think they try to patchwork it in retrospect.
They tried their best what they had.
Yeah. No, but I honestly think this type of storytelling is not. There's not a lot of forethought. There's like, let's do this and figure it out later, and do supplemental stuff to explain away why we did this.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Kind of like what George Lucas did.
Okay, there you go, CJ.
Damn, zinger.
Yeah, but yes, you're right. But sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't when you do that. That's fair. But sometimes you have varying results. Is that fair too? When you do that type of storytelling, sometimes it works out, and sometimes it crashes in a fiery dumpster hell. And I enjoyed Rise of Skywalker this time. It took 5 tries before I could find enjoyment out of it, but there's still things that bug the hell out of me.
Do you like it more than the other two?
No, Force Awakens is awesome. Force Awakens had some energy to it, Yeah. There is stuff in The Last Jedi that is really next level. Like, I always loved the throne scene with Snoke and Rey and Kylo. And then...
But there's an editing mistake.
Yes, there is. There is. That doesn't mean that the whole context of this... There's mistakes in there that could have been fixed. But the whole scene plays really well.
The whole thing, according to other people.
Rise of Skywalker is cinematically very good, and it's directed very well. The story was just...
Yeah. And then the Luke projecting himself and then not showing a footprint on the sand planet and going against Kylo, that was epic. I always, even when I ranted on The Last Jedi, that was amazing. It's just the main issue I have with Luke is they don't give you enough of the story. No, that's not even my issue. If he dies, yes, but getting him to the disgruntled Jedi for the most hope, he's called A New Hope. To get him to that point, you have to do that with storytelling and context in that scene where he just gave into fear.
I'll tell you what the problem was with that.
Well, okay.
They didn't
let me finish.
Build up that world building.
Yeah.
They left that gap.
They knew what here's what I think Rian Johnson did. Rian Johnson, I believe, subjectively, thought of some really great story points of what they want. But then he didn't fill in the rest to lead us to that story point. To get to the tent scene with Kylo and Luke. And Luke just thinking of this is a man that had the most stakes ever, not just the school of Jedi. He had the whole galaxy at the Return of the Jedi, and he went into the throne room with the Emperor and his father Vader, and said, "I will not give in to hate and fear," and threw the
And I think
lightsaber away.
if we saw the build-up of that downfall, we'd be okay with that.
Yeah, then I could have accepted it easier. Yes, it wasn't there to me. That's always what
It's kind of like BVS, where they just jump in and they kill Robin, and then.
All right, that's enough of CG. He's thinking too much. You see this pushback he's giving Voltaire Percifer? It's kind of like BVS.
You deserve
my God. I deserve it? All right. Okay, so CGH, would you like a pod racer movie or show that is like the first two Fast and Furious movies? I love the pod racer scene.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's
I'm
amazing.
sorry for you.
But do you want a full movie about that?
I want 9 movies with Vin Diesel and the whole 9 yards. Rock, everybody.
It's
With,
family.
like, family.
Yes. I don't know. I think I would like another video game, at least. I don't think everything needs to be a spinoff. I like that it was an epic sequence in a movie. I don't necessarily need a full pod racer. I would like it to continue in video games. I don't think I need to see a Disney Plus pod racer series.
No, but there's a pod racer episode in Bad Batch season 2, FYI.
Oh, there is.
Wait, really?
Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm going to watch that show. Mass Vigilante. Max, what kind of things do you hate to shop for? Do you hate shopping for? I hate shopping for a new car. Yeah. I like cars, but that's especially when you don't have the money for it. I have a Kia now, Sorrento, which I like a lot.
The hell is that?
Oh, stop it. Kia designs nice cars, actually.
I'm just kidding.
No, I like it's a small SUV, and I don't like shopping for cars. Definitely.
You got Apple CarPlay in there or what?
Did I what?
Does it have Apple CarPlay in it?
My phone and everything connects to it wirelessly. Yeah, it has all that integration. I don't know what Apple Play is though. What do you mean? Like,
do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah, you just mean the connectivity between the phone? Yeah.
No, the actual iPhone screen pops up on the.
Yeah.
No. That's why I wasn't sure what you're talking about. Okay, no,
Oh.
I don't have that. No, the screen doesn't pop there. I actually still have a CD player because I got it.
What?
I got it used.
What the hell?
Yeah, I made them fix the CD player because it didn't work. It was a dealer demo car or something.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
Are you
good
playing
price.
your Duran CDs in there or what?
I like to have the CD player option. I have a lot of CDs, but I honestly don't use it that much. But I still made them fix it with my warranty. I actually got to fill up I have an old leather CD binder here that I gotta dig out some CDs and play them, put them in there. I like the options. Okay, and it also comes with the heated seat and leather steering wheel because it was a demo unit ahead of. I paid less, definitely than a brand new. Yeah, I like all the old man features, like luxury. Yes, heated seats, leather steering wheel.
I like turning my car on from my phone.
Oh, really?
It's the best thing ever.
What are you driving, Christopher?
2022 Honda Elantra Limited.
Nice.
I don't need to turn it on from my phone.
It's only my second car. I just learned how to drive like 2 years ago.
You're living in the city, right?
Yeah,
Well, that's understandable there. Yeah, we're living in New York. That's great, man. Where do you park? You used to find a place to park, okay?
I have I park in the backyard, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I got a driveway.
That's cool. That's cool.
La-di-da. Fancy boy over here.
Who, me?
So I'm not. I don't.
Potatoes guy. All right?
I don't really. Listen. All of these things I don't like shopping for: clothes, groceries, or anything that gives you nightmares and anxiety of past shopping experiences. The things I like to buy are nerd shit, and that gets me in trouble. Everything else, I'm the type of nerd that would wear a shirt till it falls off. so I could get a new video game. I don't need to look fly. I need a new video game. I need a new movie. That's
I
the
got
thing.
lots of shirts.
But I'm still
on
fresh
my
though.
store.
I need to have both.
You need to have both. Okay.
Max is a married man. He doesn't need to look so fly. You can just buy
don't ask my wife that. She would appreciate me. She would appreciate me upping the ante on that.
On a few Ralph Lauren polos, some Tommy Hilfiger. You'll be fine.
Nah, he can shop at Costco.
I'm a hoodie flannel type of dude.
What is this flannel? What is this flannel you talk about?
Are you pimping your
I am.
Oh my god!
Because you mentioned T-shirts.
Well, there you go, Max. This is a really.
This is giving me anxiety. Thank you.
This is triggering me to red.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's actually when you actually have breaking news, bring that shirt back. Oh, I still have to get the beanie. Let me get paid from YouTube, and I'm going to get the beanie. And I told Brian that I would buy him a beanie for his head too. I'm actually going to get my wife to shave my head the next few days.
Really?
Yes, I might do.
You have such nice long hair.
I've never shaved my hair, and I kind of want to experience it. I'm getting through a midlife crisis. No, I'm not. But I thought it'd be fun to try once.
Yeah.
And plus, it's really bugging me. My hair. I'm like, just shave it off. Just shave it off. It's too long. I haven't gone to the.
Are you gonna donate your hair?
No, that would be nice.
Are you like Hulk Hogan, bald on top with the long hair?
No, I have so much hair.
You didn't see the video?
Okay. No, I've never seen it.
On Crazy Joe Adventures when he meets Max.
I have so much. I got hair on my knuckles, on my toes. My eyebrows are super thick. I'm like
high tea.
Yeah. All right. Yes, CJH. You're a hairy dude as well. All right. I'm saving the most offensive question for last. Bruce, I like to see you in the mailbag though. You could go ahead with your hot topics, and I'll try to answer. I'll try. I'm saving it for last. Do you think Jude Law was wasted for Skeleton Crew when you asked this on the panel? When he could easily play, yeah. I think he would have been a good young Dooku, but I don't know if there's they already did Tales of the Jedi. All right. Movie theories with CJH. Strange Marvel theories. You see this? Do you see this? I'm also thinking like it might spice things up. You know what I'm saying? With my I should be quiet.
Well, actually,
a little different look for me, Who knows? Might get some new cologne or something. I don't know. Bring back the Axe body spray. No, I'm just kidding. That's really
you might as well just wear that car.
Yeah, see, Bruce I said Drakkar too. That's what Bruce for. He's bathes in that stuff every night. He goes out on the weekend.
No.
What is that?
My father used to wear. That's all he used to wear. Drakkar.
It was like a old 90s.
That's what we call a toonie. No, it's a toonie.
Toonie. Get those.
2021.
I wear
Get that fake money out of here.
I wear Gucci cologne, damn it, and Burberry.
Ooh.
It's how much?
What?
$2.
$2. Oh.
What is that?
A toonie.
Canadian money.
You get a lot of Canadian money in New York.
Shaving your head is very fun. Yeah. I'm going to let my wife do it with the dog clippers.
The dog clippers?
Right. I haven't since I've been working from home, I haven't. I'm a cheap ass.
Go to Walmart and get a nice $20 freaking clippers.
No.
Or go on Amazon. You don't have to go. They have those.
We have the dog clippers. They work. Who cares? Oh, I'll get a shower right afterwards.
Unless we get a Floby.
Right on, yeah.
Hardly anyone's gonna get that reference.
I know the Floby, yeah. I haven't gone to get a professional haircut since the pandemic. Either my mother-in-law cut it or my wife, or
Yeah.
So I'm like, why do I have to look? I'm working from home. No one sees me. I go to the grocery store or go shopping. That's about it.
I have to go every 2 weeks.
I go to the movie theater where I'm sitting in the dark.
No, you know what though? It'll make you feel like you're having a rebirth. So
Yeah.
You know, use
Nice
that as like a
hot
thing.
towel on your head.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe I'll keep shaving it. Who knows?
everybody listen to Brucifer. Brucifer's living the life. This is the kind of thing. 2 weeks. you go
Every
to
2
the
weeks.
barber. Like
Yeah,
he's
because I had my goatee cut. They do it really thin with a straight razor. I can't do that.
lining it up. They got the hot towel on you.
Yeah, the massage afterwards.
No, I've got a haircut, just not at a salon or a barber. I used to go with my wife all the time to a salon.
Just go to Supercuts.
Yeah. All right. So, movie theories with the CGH. What if Ray? Oh my God. CGH.
Read it.
I don't want to read this. This is weird. What if Ray is actually Shmi Skywalker?
Oh. No.
Maybe the world between worlds is the key. Maybe it all goes full circle and Rey gives birth to Anakin Skywalker. Maybe there is no future in Star Wars, only the past loop. Good God. That would, are you kidding me? Everyone would hate that. CGH.
Max, did you address the picture that CGH has been tweeting out of the pregnant Rey?
Oh, I could.
What?
You tweeted it out. I thought you addressed it when you
did. Oh, I might have said it was photoshopped.
Yeah. It's weird. People are believing it though.
Oh yeah.
The hell?
And they're doubling down too. They're like,
it was released from, well, we don't know, from Star Wars this weekend, that thing, and it's a pregnant.
No, yeah, it's been going around. Even
Luke is the father.
Oh no!
Oh my God! I didn't even twist. What a twist that would be!
That would be so awesome.
But they're
He's so into being a Skywalker that would do it.
Oh, you really want to
they're
cover this?
doubling
All right.
down and saying that the image.
I think you
is
have to
real.
address it.
I have to address it.
Yeah, I think so. It's a legitimate issue that's out there. Even if we discount it, the people rely on your expertise, Max.
Well, I know even yes, strange Marvel theories. CGH is trying to do a theory. Okay.
A game
So
theory.
it's not. They're not this far along, and I don't think that would be very.
Oh my God!
That's
such
not a bad
real.
Photoshop.
It's not real.
Come on, Christopher. You know you love that.
It's basically Padme.
Yeah.
It's an image of Padme.
To have your franchise in Star Wars in theaters, the last movie being Rise, and then bring back Rey to have her pregnant, I doubt that would be, that's what you're going to do with a woman character. I'm not against that, but I'm just saying she's going to go on adventures and,
It would make all those Reylos super happy.
But
well, when they only just kissed when he died. What is it?
That we saw. What about when they were doing those weird, Skyping? Maybe they found a way to,
Oh my God.
Really?
I got it.
Talk about a mind F.
The embodiment of the Force came to her.
Go on.
And implanted a child in her.
Oh
She's
my
the
God.
Virgin Mary of Star Wars.
Make it a horror movie.
Skywalker.
Make it a horror movie. That's baby Palpatine in there. Oh God. That's his own granddaughter. Ew. Remember what the Palpatine was the one doing all that stuff at the end of the Rise. I'm like, I don't know.
I like the Luke's baby theory. That one's pretty good.
Luke's baby?
Force sex.
Luke is a groomer.
Oh no. She can't
there was no father. I personally believe Qui-Gon was Anakin's father.
Was there any consent?
And even though the mom didn't remember, he felt bad.
That would be actually funny.
You're saying that Qui-Gon Cosby'd it or something? I don't know what you're saying there. I don't know. Qui-Gon was a good dude.
That the Emperor manipulated her innards with the midichlorians and to create Anakin.
Oh, Shmi.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the father's Harvey Wine Solo.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna get canceled for this. I'm gonna clip this out too. Qui-Gon was the okay. I don't know. Oh, shit, CJ.
No.
Oh my god, that picture looks bad now based on this discussion.
He had to take care of his baby mama. That's and then he left her. He took the kid and left her.
Oh, do you want to touch my force? Oh
my god.
Jeez.
Come on, guys. We're better than this.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Wait till you see the next question, Brucifer. I'm gonna have to answer this.
I had 2 questions, didn't I?
Well, I only saw the one. All right, let me bring this up here. This is
apparently there's fan fiction photos. I will not be sharing those.
Don't do it.
Oh, I'm bringing up the wrong thing.
God, now I have to.
Bringing up the wrong thing.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it shows I typed in 2 questions.
Okay, let me see.
Huh.
What are you doing, CGH?
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't want to see that.
Why is she on her knees?
Oh. All right, let me see here. I only see the one. I'll have to refresh it here.
Huh.
See, the YouTube overlords deleted
There
it.
it goes.
So controversial.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Let's do this one first. If you could be on a panel with 5 actors, alive or dead, who would they be? It would be awesome to meet Carrie Fisher. Leia seemed, she seemed awesome in interviews. Let me see. I think I'd want to meet Cavill.
Robin Williams.
Rob Williams would be a good one. He's a great actor right now that I'd really want to meet. I don't know. Help me out, guys.
James Gunn.
De Niro.
Those are directors. Oh, yeah. De Niro's an actor. Yeah. I would like to meet De Niro. Keanu Reeves would be cool to hang out with.
Margot Robbie.
Brie Larson.
Margot Robbie.
Brian Johnson.
He's not an actor. I would like to Hayden Christensen would be cool.
Mike Zero's thumbnails are like this.
Yeah, they are. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, did you want to react to Mike Zero's videos like he suggested?
I don't think I do eventually, but I don't think I have the energy for that. It's almost I don't want to keep everyone.
Move to the next question I put since you didn't see it.
All right, here we go. I'm going to have to answer this honestly, and honestly, this is going to get me canceled because I am not justifying. Okay, so he did a Mary F. kill.
Fair.
Okay.
Legitimate question.
I don't want to kill anybody. All right? I don't. But I have to say there are other factors here.
Oh God. Does it say James Gunn?
No. Okay, so here,
I was gonna put James Gunn.
There's other factors, and I think as soon as I say this, you're gonna if you were stuck on an island with Kathy Kennedy, Patty Jenkins, and Helen Mirren, who would you marry, F, and kill?
Okay, stop.
Now,
Before you answer, Bruce, excellent. Like
Excellent.
those are the best 3 options you could have come up with for Max. Anybody who watches this show would have to agree with that. This is really putting Max in a conundrum.
I was going to put Henry Cavill in the middle.
That
adds another layer that we don't.
Henry Cavill in the middle sounds nice to me.
Oh God!
Now listen, I don't want to kill anybody, okay? But if I have to,
you should say this out loud so you're.
It's a hypothetical question,
and I only want to marry my wife. And listen, if I wasn't married, I'll answer that, and I could F any of these. I mean, if they're all nice ladies, they're all nice ladies. I wouldn't be opposed to any one of them. Okay.
This is called movie madness for a reason. Answer the damn question.
With that said, there is a big major factor that I don't know. Voltaire, do you see where I'm going here? that it's not just the person. There's a
Mhm.
whole universe that's at stake. Do you see where I'm going, Voltaire?
No, not really, because you're on an island. So
Yeah.
Helen Mirren is
For the-
old in a way. So
What? She's
the
old
other
anyway.
Kathleen and Helen would be grooming you, truthfully, based on age.
Okay. Patty Jenkins is a nice lady as well, beautiful lady. She just, I'm glad she's on the island. Not. No, I don't want to kill all. No, she's already on an island. She's not directing Wonder Woman 3, regardless. But the future of Star Wars is at stake here, everyone.
But
I don't want to justify.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This may be the only way that we get a new president.
I respect the hell out of this decision. Yeah.
So, I don't want to say the words, Brucifer.
Got
I'm
it.
not going to say actually blank.
Selection goes. Your selection goes along with her initial.
Is
How about
any,
instead of
is there
kill-
any other of these Patty Jenkins or
Put her in
Helen
carbonite.
that a whole universe is at stake?
How about
besides
you?
Kathy?
How about you just say she's kicked off the island instead of kill?
Well,
Does
does
that
she
make
find
better?
her way? Does she find her way back to Lucas?
Yeah, she's a very resourceful woman. You got to put her in carbonite or something like that. Freeze her.
Yeah, I would freeze her in carbonite.
disavow.
That's still killing her.
No, it's not.
No,
It's on,
you can
on
revive
life.
her.
I will revive her when someone else does a successful Star Wars universe.
That'll be
Correct.
never.
No, let's
No.
give her 10 years. She might be happy. She's like, oh, I look good for 10 years older. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
so the
I frozen in
Kathleen
carbonite.
Kennedy.
Frozen carbonite. But Star Wars is at stake, so that's my final answer. Now, Brucifer,
Yes.
since you made me answer this, I think someone else, Voltaire, you answer the same question.
I'll answer it.
Okay, you too.
Okay,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
say kill all three and give me a coconut.
Good
Oh!
God. Or a mango.
You're a
Coconut's not comfortable, Brucifer.
mass murderer. Wow.
It's all fuzzy in the end.
You need something mushy. No, Kathleen Kennedy is the killed for sure. And then I would F Helen Mirren, and then Patty Jenkins because she's the youngest of them. That you have to long term. I'll take Patty Jenkins as the Mary.
Oh yeah, I didn't answer the other parts. Yes, I'm there too with Patty. Yes, I would marry Patty and Helen Mirren.
You look pretty good in that Shazam movie for what she, for her age.
Because the marriage isn't going to last long.
No. Now, here's the thing: if you were not on an island and you were in real life, as much as I hate to say it, you want to marry Kathleen Kennedy. She's got the most money out of anyone. You'd never have to work a day in your life. You'd be living in luxury.
Yeah. All right. So CJH, you have to answer.
Off the island.
Right,
All
off
of
yourself.
All three of them.
Take them off the island.
Bye.
You're gonna. What? I would want some company. What are you gonna have a
Wilson.
like a Wilson ball?
Come on, that would drive you bananas. You don't want that.
Okay, I'll fish for a dead shark and I'll just put googly eyes on them.
Okay.
What?
But thank you,
About
Bruce,
Shark
for this clip out might get me canceled, and I
Call
actually
Bruce.
just for everyone watching on the video, I do not actually want to do anything to these ladies. Kathy Kennedy, I just wanted her fired at one point, but I do not want her literally. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
This is going to get clipped, and someone's going to say, "Look at the content he's doing now." My
So
God, that's
toxic,
terrible.
yes, he's so toxic.
He's got these Snyder fans on the panel now.
Got these gay pigs talking gross. What the hell?
What
He's
about,
turned heel.
okay, what about Zack Snyder, James Gunn, or Ryan Johnson?
Oh, come on, stop it.
What
I'll
happened?
answer that.
Which one?
I think I would marry Zack Snyder. He seems like a good family guy, He's got all, he's unfortunately had some tragedy, but he's got a big family. They've been together a long time. He seems like he's committed, to his family. James Gunn, I'd only try once because he's into some weird party stuff. I don't know what he's into. I'm not. I don't know what he's into. I don't know. I'm not.
Move on, Max. Move on.
Ryan Johnson. I'd get rid of Ryan Johnson because the Knives Out, Glass Onion sucked. That's why. And also for Star Wars. Who knows? He might try to make his trilogy. No, I'm just kidding. What the hell are you blinking, Keely? I'm not. Don't highlight that. What the heck are you? What are you liking, Keely?
What, that one?
Marjorie Taylor Greene? What the hell is it?
Not that.
No, don't star it.
So back to Marion Snyder, effing Gunn, killing Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah. Gunn's a freak.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I'm not. I wasn't suggesting the grooming and underage stuff. I'm just saying he seems like he's kind of out there with his kinks.
No, I was thinking he has really good drugs.
He's entertained. He's got better sense of humor than any of the three.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. CGH?
No.
It's your question. What the hell?
No, I would throw them all off the island.
Throw them all off the island.
Bruce the shark is my only companion.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey, Max, I added you in that EVS tweet where he mentions your short, by the way. I don't know if you saw it.
Okay.
If you're interested.
Let me bring this up here.
There's some interesting comments to it.
Let me bring this up. Hold on.
Damn it. Now I'm thinking about it. I should have said, instead of those three, I should have said Campia, Grace, or Dinner Nerds.
Oh, it's not gonna. I'm keeping Grace and Campia.
You're marrying Grace. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So where do I look here? I go here.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how to get to the original tweet. I'm a boomer. Okay. I don't want to see all
You
this
got to
stuff.
scroll down a little bit. He's got some weird stuff in there. You want
Very weird.
Yeah, like that you don't want to see. Keep going. Keep going. Keep
What
going.
What is going on?
I don't know, but that was weird.
Oh, wait, that was it. You passed it. You passed it. You passed it.
Oh.
There.
Okay. A clip of me on an anti-SJW channel taking credit for Brie Larson's research.
That's actually saying you're SJW, right?
But then he says in SJW wouldn't speak with me. I appreciate you not calling Max movies an SJW, but rather an anti-SJW. He doesn't like movies anymore than you do. He's fighting against grifters and bandwagoners selling T-shirts. By the way, Max, it's time you start selling. I did sell T-shirts.
That's a good comment by whoever that movie spoiler alert says. He likes you.
Yeah, he's followed me for a while.
Okay, you should heart that comment.
Yeah, okay. What the heck? Oh, there he is. And SJW won't speak to me. There, Ethan goes, always putting others first, even like the likes of Brie Larson, easily the most person to call us.
Oh, Cumble.
EVS going full Roman Reigns up in here. Captain Mary Sue acknowledge me. Oh, I have no interest in giving an algorithm bump to an SJW stream, so I'll just watch the clip on your show later. Oh, damn.
Funny.
I like that. You're the real victim here. Can't name another person.
What?
I don't.
He's a victim?
Okay, stop it. Don't go
any further. No. What the hell?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, those were the.
Oh yeah, no, don't do it.
Okay.
I saw that one.
But hey, good for that's EVS tweeted out that little short of yours. That's nice. I'm curious if it gives you a bump in views on it.
Yeah, because they're still watching it on my channel. It's on a short, but shorts it's like 5 cents for thousands of views. I don't know.
They come up here for cure for your client. You gotta follow here. Making it.
What's this?
Joke.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Oh, Canadians. All right. I think that's where we're going to end it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Voltaire, Bruce Ford, CJH.
I
Interesting
hear a
stream.
heartbeat.
You what?
I hear a heartbeat.
I hear. I'm not going to say what I hear.
Oh, there was one other thing I could share real quick. Celebrate the life of someone that
Wait,
passed.
who's tapping their foot?
Oh, that's me.
Oh,
sorry.
He got excited to all these desert island questions.
Wait, you sure that's your feet you're tapping?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Just saying.
Remembering.
Whoa,
Got the gloves
Oh
on?
wait.
What?
This is a long time ago though.
What
the
are
hell?
you doing?
My leg shakes when
I
I'm
know,
tired.
I was just joking.
Okay. I thought this was a recent thing. No, it's not a recent. Oh, Harry and the Hendersons actor passed. Oh, never mind. All right, then I don't have anything else. For more music, please subscribe to Finatra's channel. Thank you, Keel.
What?
I spend most nights on laser duty.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. Will be more to come this week. What's happening this week anyway? I don't even know what's going on.
Mandalorian is supposed to be a big episode tonight, so
yes,
that's going to be an issue tomorrow.
I was thinking about streaming it, but I have to take the trash out and stuff. I might as well just watch it in bed and then talk about tomorrow night. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.
You don't end with the dancing Mad Max?
Eventually, yeah, but I don't have it saved.
No, it's on the brand thing.
Oh my God, you're busy. All right, hold on.
Oh, you got.
Brucifer bounced.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That really scared him off.
Oh, sorry, Brucifer. Bye, everyone.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.